Y'all right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Locker Room Sports Talk, the best sports show going today. We got all the live news happening right here. Let you know where all the coaches are, where they're going to be, where they will be, where they won't be. But where we are right here in the northeastern part of Alabama, and we got our sidekick over here in the northwestern part of Georgia for Northwest Georgia Scoreboard Show. Everybody, let's give a big round of applause here.
How you doing, everybody?
Oh, sorry,
wrong one. Hey, we got guests in the house now watching.
Yes, sir. What's going on, everybody? Welcome in here, live show, big talk here on Sunday's big show. We'll be back on Tuesday night talking more about playoff picture, how that's going to go down Tuesday. We'll see if Birge can break away. He's going to be on a private plane somewhere down there, I think, flying out Tuesday.
So going out Tuesday to watch Georgia and Bama practice.
Yeah, he's going.
Hopefully, I won't have a smattering.
He's not allowed at Bama practices, though, right?
Oh, he can go wherever he wants to. Are you kidding me?
I mean, they know he's a Georgia fan.
Shaw.
Well, I mean, hopefully I won't have a smattering of booze and birds headed my way like Kiffin had when he left today.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
He should have expected that.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
He's not well liked, and this won't make him any more popular.
No, that's what's up, Jeff? Good to see you on here. Yeah, we can let's open up and just talk about that, guys. We're going to go through.
Hey, let me leave a real good program that's done better than they've ever done and go to one that's struggling.
We're going to go through conference championship games, and we're going to talk about the AP top 25 poll. We're going to go through it. We'll have our ideas of kind of where we feel like some of this is going to land Tuesday. We'll also talk about that. But the hot news of the day right now, Dean, probably the biggest talk hire is the Silverman guy coming from Memphis to Arkansas. That's the biggest talk of the day. No, I'm joking.
Really? I thought you were serious. But he did come to Arkansas.
Yeah, Memphis has been robbed. He actually beat Golish at South Florida, so we got some things there. They beat Arkansas, didn't they? I think so. He painted his resume out.
Yes, they did beat Arkansas.
I got one Arkansas guy that comes on the show some and talks. He is not happy. He said the stadium's going to be empty, and they are PO'd. They do not like to hire.
Well, here's the thing. There's nobody to hire anymore. I'm talking about it ain't like you've got 10 million choices.
Yes. So where on this state of coaching-wise, Auburn winds up with probably their fourth pick, Alex Golish from South Florida. Like Dean just said, I mean, you're kind of running out of options.
You can't be bashing you.
Auburn's number one pick was they wanted Lane. They wanted him last year, and that ain't going. It's just not a good hire. It's just not. Y'all can say what you want. That's okay. And fans are supposed to be. That's short for fanatic, and you can say whatever you want to, but he's not coming to Auburn. It's just not the place where you want to land to. It's not a guy with where Lane is. So Lane going to LSU is the big news today. But let's talk about Alex Golish first from South Florida. He's won a lot of games. He did turn the program around down there.
Yeah. He's
a quarterback guy. The style of offense that they run will fit well with Ashton to come back and Deuce Knight. If they keep this. Do they keep all the players at Auburn, Birge? I mean, what's that? What's that with that?
Well,
Birge?
They need to let up on Coleman a little bit. I mean, that was a straight up caused fumble for one. So they don't want to lose him. You don't want to be sending him death threats when he caught 60 passes for 900 yards.
Yeah, where are we on the list, Birge, of Auburn players? Does Alex keep them? What do you think?
Well, I mean, he's got to go to Coleman and his top receivers first, and he's got to quote unquote re-recruit them and make sure they're still on board, and then the defense wasn't awful at times. I mean, defense is pretty good. I'm interested to see in the coming future, do they stick with Durkin or do they go elsewhere? I don't think I've heard yet.
I would believe the best thing to do would be to keep Durkin, wouldn't you?
I agree. I didn't have a problem with Durkin. I feel like if their offense could have done more throughout the year, the defense was keeping them in ball games at times.
Yeah, and we don't know. I've never heard of a new coach coming in and keeping any staff.
Oh, gosh.
I've never heard of that. Never.
You'd have to look at his resume, though. And the main thing about Durkin, and I'm going to say this, and y'all remember it, The worst they played all year was the first week. He didn't have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
That they gave up 600 yards to Vanderbilt, which Vanderbilt apparently has been gaining 600 against everybody lately. What did they gain yesterday? 600?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up, but I'm sure it was a good bit.
They had 600 in about 3 straight games. Kentucky, Auburn, and, of course, Tennessee. And, I mean, they had a ton, but I don't know. I mean, Durkin just made a difference in the defense, obviously.
Yeah, he's a good defensive coach. I don't know if
I mean, I don't even know. I don't know if he's head coach. We don't know. He never has been.
Yeah, he was at Maryland.
He was. Oh, he's the one that got in trouble at Maryland.
Yes. Yeah.
And then they came back and said that they had 579.
That's what I was going to say, 579.
In Tennessee.
7 for 10 on third downs. But now back on track here with Golish at Auburn. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay hire. It's not who you wanted. At first, they wanted Lane. Okay. Number 2, they wanted Dillingham. They really wanted him really bad, but he's from Arizona. He's going to stay there. He's not going to leave home to come out here, try to build a program from absolute the floor up.
Mm-hmm.
He took an extension, right?
Yes, he did. Now, then they wanted Summerall to come from Tulane. He was the big talk, and he was the one I kind of thought they may get. Well, here's what happened, and this comes from Auburn Reporter. This is not me. This is a guy that reports for Auburn. Summerall and Golish have the same agent.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, Summerall had been approached last week. He's also been approached by Florida. Florida let some news leak out about him probably coming. He got a little ticked at them and pulled his name out of the hat, went to number 2 on his list. Auburn said, let's give him a talk and see what's going on. So in the lines of his agent and him and Golish, now again, they have the same agent.
Mm-hmm.
In that lines of going on, Cohen decides that it's best to probably, and it's not a bad idea, because last time he put all his eggs in one basket for Freeze, and it just didn't work out. They wanted Lane, and it didn't work out, so they had to kind of scramble, and they wound up getting Freeze.
Mm-hmm.
So he tries to work out a deal with DJ. We're going to give him a little more money and put him on probably for 2 or 3 years. Well, that word gets to the agent, which is over Summerall and Golish.
Mm-hmm.
And Summerall's like, well, I'm supposed to be interviewing for the job, and they're talking about keeping the interim guy as their head coach. What am I doing? What's the point of me being here? I mean, why am I going to interview for a job? And you're talking to I'm out. Seems like you're a little confused about what you're doing.
Right.
And I'm going to need complete control of the team. And my agent's telling me that's the absolute no. Auburn will never give anybody complete control of the team because the boosters run the school. They have since Pat Dye was there. It's just how it is. So he's out. So their agent's on the phone there with Cohen and the president. And he's like, well, we got another guy. I do represent more people. Would you like to interview Golish at South Florida? Sure. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of how that's going to wind up being about. So we're just going to have to wait and see what happens.
Well, I know nothing that we thought was going to happen happened.
Except for Lane going to LSU.
Well,
I'd heard a lot of rumors that he was going to stay.
No, he was never staying.
Florida
wanted
Lane.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a prick.
Florida wanted Lane, but when they couldn't get him, then I think they turned to Summerall, which they ended up getting. So
yes.
Well, who did Oklahoma State get? Have they got anybody?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, they hired. I posted it on the page the other day.
Remember who it was? Now Penn State's the only one left. Now,
yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they ended up becoming bowl eligible. I think they might. Did they? They won the last 2 or 3 games. Beat Nebraska. Beat. I might have beat Northwestern. I can't remember. No, Northwestern played Illinois. So.
Yeah, they hired interim head coach Mike Morris. That's right.
You know, I've noticed, and I don't know if y'all have noticed this, and I don't think nobody can refute it. A lot of times, just if an interim comes in and does pretty good, and they stick with him, that don't always work.
No,
I remember West Virginia did that a long time ago, and it didn't work.
Now, where are we at on? Kiffin, he's going to be one of your highest paid coaches. You can have personal feelings about it and you can have professional feelings. I did see his last interview standing on the airport Marty McGee interviewed him, talked to him for about 5 minutes. And basically, hell, I can probably pull it up on here. Basically, he said it was a hard decision, and he's appreciates Ole Miss for keeping him on there, and he had a great run. And
I got a question before we get into that, and y'all answer it. He's done good as a coach, but acting like this is the next coming. Are we exaggerating that? Because he's done good, but he's not done unbelievable. Would you agree with that, Birge?
Yeah, I didn't understand why he was.
Why is it such a big deal?
Because his play calling he's a play caller, and he's won. I mean, he's won games, and it's just that. I mean, really, it ain't nothing.
I mean, but I'm just saying he's not even come close to winning a title. Not even close.
Well, he ain't stayed long enough nowhere. Let me find that video.
I'm just saying, this was as big a story as Nick Saban coming to Alabama.
We may get a strike on this. I don't know if we will or not, but I don't know. Let's see. It's
so they're not going to allow him to stay either, right? And coaching the bowl game.
Here we go. Let me hit the old play button. All right.
I read that today. I don't know. Y'all may know the answer.
He's fixing to tell you here.
Something unbelievable and go off-road around the fire trucks to get here. So amazing job by you. You know that this was a very challenging, difficult day. We went through a lot last night with Keith Carter trying to figure out a way, to make this playoff, run work and be able to coach the team. And at the end of the day, that's the decision. And I totally respect that. I understand that decision. And, so I just totally wish the team the best of luck, wish that I was coaching, but understand that it was a very challenging position for him and the chancellor to be in. And
so basically, he got in a pretty good fisticuff supposedly with AD and the president. He wanted to stay and coach the team.
Yeah, that's like no.
It's like, nah, you decided to go somewhere else, buddy. I'll tell you what you can do. You can get your nose splits. What you can do, you keep staying around here in this office because actually you're an enemy right now. You're coach at LSU. So I suggest you get out of our premises. You're actually trespassing.
Okay, guys, I want y'all to think of something right quick. Seriously, you go in the college football season's long. You work your butt off and you make this playoff. And you do something to where you got to sit at home and watch them, guys. I'm sorry. I think he's crazy.
Well, this is 6 years there too.
I think he's nuts.
Well, here's the thing. It looked like if he wanted to go to LSU, they were not going to allow him to hang around, Dean, and that's basically what they said. So he would either have to stay. Well, I mean, he didn't want to be there. Obviously, he wanted to be elsewhere.
Right. He's going to tell you kind of why he, his deal with that.
Impact people and help people through life, through my journey. So I've really strived since that day to really try to impact people and help people through life, through my journey. So just prayed a lot and made a family decision and, hopefully get a chance to go, impact a whole new set of people.
I understand you didn't attend the meeting today. Why not?
Again, I totally respect Keith's decision.
So that was his decision.
Yeah. Yeah, he asked me not to come to the meeting and said I couldn't come, but which I totally understand. I don't know that I necessarily agree with that. We're trying to find a way, to make this work and coach the team and give the team the best chance to win. But I also, he's got a job to do, and like he said, he has to live here. So like you said, maybe all the national people understand why he should let me coach, but he has to live here, and it's a little different when they do.
Yeah, I can't let you stay, Lane. Maybe we're buddies and all that, and but you know what? I've got to stay here and be the AD. You don't, so you're going to get to leave and go on. And if I let you stay and coach this game, we're going to have a lot of people, and I'm sure he probably means like your money people, your boosters, like, no, get that scumbag out of our office.
Well, you got to think.
Yeah,
think about this, man. I mean, he's going to be working on two things at once. He's going to be also worried about LSU recruiting and this signing class coming up, and who's transferring and all that.
Friday.
Yeah.
Friday is signing day because I've been looking at some of Bama and Georgia's guys there. And by the way, Birge, you lost the number one quarterback to Vandy. He flipped.
He so-called
10-2 now.
What the
He
heck?
has so-called flipped. Here's what I'm hearing. And this has come from that phone guy. He says that he wants to start day one. And
Okay.
he's probably not doing that in Athens
Okay.
because there's a good chance that you could see Gunnar Stockton back under center next year. So, I mean,
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
But I understand I understand what you're saying. They told him, no, you got to come now. But he had to know Ole Miss probably wasn't going to agree to that.
Let's see. Yeah, let's see.
Shot. You've accomplished a lot here. I always hated how we only gave 1 year to Tennessee and left. I really hated that feeling of that, even though it was an exciting year. But, I think that we gave a lot to this program and to the city. And, some of those historic wins in the stadium we've ever had and best regular season in the history of the school. So I feel proud of that part. But it just became time, I talked to God and told me it's time to take a new step. It's a new chapter.
Some people will look at this and say, okay, it is the best season in the history of the school, the best era in the history of the program, a playoff team with an opportunity to win a national championship. So what does LSU offer in your mind that Ole Miss doesn't?
I don't know all that. It just was something that I prayed on and made a family decision. And if it's right,
It doesn't offer anything different.
You just go prove things right. And
it offers 7 years, 84
Last
million.
thing, I know this has been an emotional time for you. What are the specific emotions that you'll be watching your team on television playing in the college football playoff?
I don't know that there's so many emotions today.
They won't.
And it was so rushed. This isn't a normal job. And so I'm not complaining about the job. This is a very abnormal job that you don't get a chance to just go places, look around, make decisions, maybe start in 4 months or something when you relocate. So this is one of those strange jobs that you got to get on a plane and go. So I hate that part of it. And but it is what it is.
One last thing that I meant to ask a moment ago. What role did your desire to bring some offensive staff with you or some staff members with you play in the decision-taking moment?
In decision of what?
In the decision to be finalized.
Oh, yeah, there was no, I guess there's a narrative because I had talked to the players about that someone pumped a narrative in them that there was an ultimatum to coaches or something like that they had to go. There was nothing. Every coach has their own decision to make, and I would never give them an ultimatum like that.
I'm sorry. It's just weird. Sorry.
Hey.
I understand the money, but you've got to the point that you've never been. It's the best team in school history since whatever the 50s.
Yeah.
You've reached your goal, and now you got to sit at home and watch it.
Look, and I'm looking at this comment from Mark Bailey right here, and I'm on board with what he's got to say. We have to fix this calendar where the coaches are not in this position.
Well, that's
I agree with that.
The NFL
Totally
thing.
ridiculous.
The NFL thing is their model is tight. Everything is buttoned up. What we're doing right now is we are playing house. Like, when your kids and your cousins come over and play house, you're playing house with the idea, like you really kind of know what you're doing, but you're really 6 years old and, you pretend like you put muffins in the little pan and you pretend like you cut the oven on. That's what the college football is doing right now, guys. We are not NFL. We want to act like we are. The players want to act like they're big grown adults and they want it to, they're getting paid. They want to act like they're big money, but it's just a joke. It's a farce. And this is the thing. And Nick Saban is what his number one thing always is. And I'm with him on this. It's the players. He's a kid's guy. Most coaches genuinely in their heart, somewhere in the bottom of their heart, because it's what got them into coaching. They love kids. They love trying to transform their lives. And they love the game of football and how it can add things to their life. This is a failure to Ole Miss players.
Bad. Well, I do agree with Mark and y'all on this. Both of y'all, the timing's got it. He shouldn't have had to do this right now.
No, wait till open it in January. This is what the NFL does. It's at the end. You can't even call a coach. It's tampering.
Yep.
So why is it going on right now?
Because the NCAA is a joke. It's a complete crap show. Look, man, we know players have always got paid, and NIL has not changed college football. I'll stand on that. I always will. Players have always got paid. It's this portal of kids moving and coaches are moving. So the excuse was this. Well, if the coaches can move around like that, why can't the players? Because you're 18. That's why you can't move around. This man is 30 years old, 40, 50 years old. This is their living. This is what they do to feed their family. Well, there's some players. Yeah, there are some players that have kids. I know Trent Richardson's little girls because I met them at an A-Day game when Trent was at Alabama. Yes, some players do have children, but not most. Stop letting these young guys be able to move around and use an excuse. Well, the coaches get to do it. They're not a grown ass adult men. They're men, they're adults, but they're young adults that still need guidance. So that has to change. We got to fix the calendar.
Oh, I agree. Jack Gossett, that's a good point. Just $12 million a year, but what did he make at Ole Miss?
Probably
6 or 7.
Probably more than that. I don't know. Though.
Somebody told me one time the difference in 12 million and 9 million ain't a whole lot. So, really, you can't spend that in your lifetime.
What I was thinking, we should.
He's making.
Well,
come on, man, give me a break.
Oh no, but listen, here's the thing too, and we're talking about money, which us and people watching will never understand. We'll never know how they live because they could never live like we do.
Mm-hmm.
He would have killed himself years ago if he had lived like I do. When you choose between food and paying bills, and there's real choices in life. But the thing is, Kiffin grew up in the football world, right? His dad coached pro football. From what he said in that interview, and y'all go back and y'all can find it again, just type in Marty McGee's last interview with Lane. Go back and watch it again. Listen close. I'm a good people person. I'm a social skilled guy. He said the way that his dad moved around and affected people, it was important to him. That's the most important thing. And he feels like in his head,
that's the right thing.
Ole Miss was a stepping stone to get somewhere else. And let me tell you, LSU Go Tigers fans and Matt, whatever his name is, the guy with the big old freaking forehead and the unibrow, bald-headed guy that played LSU's got the podcast. Me and him argue on Twitter a lot. And if we met in person, he would probably roll me up a little ball and thump me like a booger. But that's all right because I'm from Alabama. I sure ain't scared of him. But this is a stepping stone for him, guys. LSU, please understand right now, fans, LSU.
It is. I guess.
Give him 4 or 5 years. If he wins one, he's gone. He's wanting to get back to the NFL. That's where he cut it. His teeth were cut there at a young age. He grew up in NFL locker room. That's where he's going to be. He's not going to tie in there at LSU and, by God, this is where I need to be.
How old is Lane? 50?
Oh, God, no. He's way older than me.
Well, see, even that's not true. I understand what he's saying about his daddy, but what he's not telling is
no, he is 50.
His daddy had to move. They're
born?
Constantly changing NFL coaches.
I thought he was about your age.
Yeah, he is. Well, I'm 52. He's 1 year, 2 years.
He's 2 years older than me.
2 years younger than me.
So he's 51. He just turned 51. And when he said originally on Pat McAfee, he said, "This is not about money. I'm not. He's not chasing money. He's born a millionaire, guys." Lane Kiffin has never, ever walked to the refrigerator and went, "Am I having ham or am I having a slam sandwich? Because I'm just going to be slamming two pieces."
Or just a mayonnaise sandwich.
That's a slam sandwich. Yeah. Just slam 2 pieces of bread. He's never, ever had to do that. He's never pulled his shoestrings up and they pop and break because they're wore out. This is not about money. Lane is trying to build a legacy, and he's trying to follow the guy that he admires the most in the world now that his father's gone, which is who?
Nicky Saban.
That's where he's at.
Saban.
That's why me personally, Birge, do you want to follow Nick Saban and go to LSU? Now you've got to win a title because now you got to follow Saban, Les, and Ed.
Yeah.
And they two of them, they had Heisman people,
Yeah. And Kelly got fired and went 34-14.
And in this day and market in the world of where college football is, I tell you right now, if Lane don't win one about 3 years, let him go on about 2-3 bad week strip. They'll run him off.
Yeah,
it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. This is not the world that Nick Saban grew up in coaching. It's not.
We don't know the underlying conditions there. We don't know. There's a lot of things we don't know.
Yeah.
But I agree with Matt. Money? Come on, man. 9 and 12. Yeah, that's $3 million difference, but give me a break.
Okay, I got $9 or I got $3. That's not the case here. That's not the case
rich anyway.
Because 9. If I got 9 more than 3, that tells me that I get to have 2 McChickens and not just one. Yeah. That's not the case here. I got $3 million. That's just going to be the difference in do I take the lease on this new Porsche, or do I just, put it down on this lake house and around the islands in Bimini somewhere? Come on, man.
Pay cash.
They probably sweetened it a little bit, but
He's chasing a
that's
legacy.
not it.
He's looking to make his mark and be a national champion. He felt like he couldn't win it at Ole Miss.
I didn't know he made $9 million a year. $750,000 a month, man.
Yeah, I thought he made around 9.
That's
$500,000 bring home. $125,000 bring home a week.
Absolutely ridiculous. Are you kidding me?
Weekly.
How much a week?
$125,000. That's bring home.
Wow.
So I think he's probably doing all right.
Change a man's life.
I think he'll do good. I don't.
Yeah, let's talk about that before we go into some. We'll talk about some games for the weekend. We'll hit Bama game and we'll hit a couple of them, A&M and Texas. So what do we think then? And trying to wrap up Lane Kiffin show. Coach Short, he bring in better recruits at LSU and where he can buy a whole team. Okay,
Yeah.
but now supposedly Ole Miss had offered him a $40 million NIL purse. Supposedly.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
But now let me say this now, because the ESPN 300 list that I do have, and I don't know if it's on the computer or what, but anyway, y'all can look it up. The ESPN 300 players, rivals, in the ESPN 300 rankings, Birge, there's 10 of the ESPN 300 in Mississippi. You know how many's in Louisiana?
More than
19.
10.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I think Bama had 8 and Georgia had 33.
Georgia had the other 77.
Georgia had 33 of the top 300.
I'm telling you, that linebacker from Grayson, boy, I watched him the other day.
We watched some of that.
Well, Carrollton just keeps reloading, don't they? I mean,
yeah.
So what do we think? What do we think? How's Lane do at LSU? We'll go to some games.
I think he'll do great. I mean, I think he'll at least be 34-14, which wasn't bad. Which through 48 games, I think he'll be as good or better than Kelly was. You better hope so, I guess. But I don't think Kelly connected well with the LSU people.
Yeah, I know.
He never did bad there. I didn't think he did. He had a Heisman Trophy winner. He won an SEC championship. They were 5-3 this year. But
one game specifically that I'm interested in seeing. One game specifically that I'm interested in seeing when LSU goes to Oxford, Mississippi. Play Ole Miss.
He kind of likes all that stuff, does he not?
Mm-hmm.
He kind of likes, as we're sitting here, God, that's going to be horrible going into Tennessee Stadium or to LSU, Ole Miss's stadium. He kind of likes that stuff. That's what I've heard.
Well, most head coaches that are like him do because they're competitive people. So people that are competitive like that, that's the things they enjoy. That's what gets
That's what gets them going.
That's what gets Nick Saban up in the morning. It's not just.
But people are getting crazier and crazier. This guy might get shot at a ball game. All
right, here's 26 LSU schedule. Here's Lane Kiffin's. Now
they're going to lose that second game.
Now we don't even know what players he's going to have.
Oh, I'm sure a bunch of them will ship out.
I'm sure a bunch of them will stay.
Well, because they like him.
Yeah, because they know he'll win. Okay, so recruiting wise, Birge, give me a recruit number, and we'll pull this schedule. Give me a recruit number. Where are they at on the 26 class? LSU. First game, Clemson. Let's say check.
I don't know. I don't know how good Clemson's supposed to be, but it's at home. We'll give them a check.
McNeese Cowboys check. At Arkansas.
I think Arkansas is not going to be ready yet if they are.
At Auburn check. At Kentucky. Stoops is supposedly they're looking to let him go.
They wanted to let him go, and I meant to say that. They're very upset that they didn't get Summerall or go after him.
All right, they're going to play. Bama's coming to town.
They could win that.
I don't think they beat them, especially if I like Mac too much and Keelan Russell too much, and you're gonna have all those receivers back.
Mm-hmm. I think Lane loses 3 at least. Maybe take one of them two will get him.
It's at home.
Well, here's the thing. It looks like every one of them's at home. I mean, the big ones.
They may lose to Texas, A&M, and then
I think they'll lose 3. Look, their schedule's tough. They got Tennessee, Ole Miss, A&M, and Texas.
And you don't really know
Back
how
to
these
back
are going
to
to
back
mix
to back.
in. No, you don't know
Yeah.
how these are going to mix in yet. They don't have the dates.
right.
on there.
No, right. Yeah.
Oh, I thought that
no,
was it.
No. They're going to play these teams. We don't know what order.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Mm-mm.
No.
Okay, well, I think they lose 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That's
5,
tough, man.
6, 7. He may. We're looking.
He'll be he gonna have to do, which obviously we know this, being fans and watching ball. Some of those teams won't be as good as we think.
Yeah, no, we got to remember that too.
Yeah.
We'll have to take consideration. So
But-
we're assuming he can win 7.
But one of them will be better. Who
Well,
knows? Mississippi State may be great.
I think they're
next
going to
year.
be good next year. I
I
like
think
Davey.
they'll be
I think
improved.
I do
Well, they
too.
were improved a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
and you can tell because there's absolutely no rumblings about getting rid of him. Is there?
Mm-mm.
Nothing.
No,
But Kentucky had the same record, and they want him gone.
it's you can see improvement.
Mm-hmm.
LSU is 12.
Okay, how many 5-stars we got? 2, 3.
LSU is listed as having 2 5-stars.
Okay, are they defensive guys, offensive guys?
Lamar Brown, an athlete, and Richard Anderson, a defensive lineman.
Okay, who's going to be LSU's quarterback next year?
That's what I'm looking at right here. I'm seeing what
Is-
LSU's got coming back.
Is now some of them dudes probably they're going to leave Ole Miss to come on over.
Could. I don't know. Some of them receivers might.
Ain't Shamlis a senior? Wasn't he? He's been to a bunch of different schools.
Yeah, he went to a small school. Didn't
Think Simpson will head out and want to go there and play for him on the Bayou.
he? Who?
It's
Ty?
Simmons.
Oh, I thought you Simmons. Yes.
I wonder if he'll.
Yes. I bet he'll try to get one of them.
Hmm.
Let's see LSU stats and who's back.
Let's see here.
Well, I can
Yeah,
tell
they're-
you got Nuff Myers, a senior. Van Buren is a sophomore transfer.
Okay.
And
What about their running backs? I know their best back's a freshman.
a Harlem Berry is a freshman. You have 1, 2 more sophomores and 2 more juniors, so they'll all be eligible to return. All the
We're
backs.
talking about LSU staff, by the way. We're looking at Kiffin's chances. How many games can he win next year? And what's the player retention over there?
He will lose Barry Brown. He will
The receiver.
lose Xavier Thomas. Correct.
What about Adam
Nick-
Anderson?
Nick Anderson. Aaron Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
He's a redshirt junior, so he could come back, but you know how those things go.
Now LSU, I mean, defensively, they got some,
I didn't think they were that bad. Nearly
got
beat
some-
Oklahoma yesterday.
yeah, they got some players. They just struggle scoring. So we look for Lane to.
I'm with Matt. I look for him to try to get the backup who was supposed to have started for Ole Miss and got hurt. He can't help that.
Yeah.
And the unluckiest person in the world, he gets hurt, and his backup's the greatest quarterback to me, is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in college football.
Yeah.
Or top 10 at least. And I think he'll come over and be Lane's quarterback. I'd say that's a 50% chance at least, wouldn't you?
I don't know how they're.
You talking about Austin
I'm sure-
Simmons?
Austin Simmons, yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna try.
Because he's good enough to start. Well, I mean, he won the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to get him repping a Northwest Georgia and a locker room sports shirt. We're gonna send. I'm
By
gonna
the way,
send him.
Trinidad is just a transfer junior. By the way,
Okay,
I don't think he'll go anywhere. I don't guess. I don't know.
bro, it's so hard to know. We don't. I used to try to guess with that.
I mean, he may want to lead them to, hey, we can go back to this playoff again next year.
Yeah. When with Golden being the coach,
That's an odd move, but I understand it.
They had to, man, that committee. So, so that's some of the new coaching stuff. We got in a good 20-minute talk on that, and it's a good topic. And everybody pitched in the comments.
Before we end the coaching talk, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but what about them already announcing the new head coach at Ole Miss?
I think they just did that.
You had to. You didn't have a choice.
They were going to punish
they did that. I think they did that for the committee. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I did not think about it. I couldn't figure it out.
Oh, wait a minute. Why is it?
And
okay, he's watching on.
That's got to be it. Because I've never heard of Pete Golden even showing interest in being a head coach.
Burnt toast. Let me answer his question. If you're watching on YouTube, which YouTube has I'll slide over YouTube, and you can see. Here we are. YouTube has a phone where you can watch it on your phone and watch it landscape mode. Facebook's just landscape. So when we're on together, this is what it looks like. So we're split. Now on the big screen, we're not. So if you wanted to see us both, you could just go to you may be able to, I don't know, I wonder if you can flip your phone over. That's a good question. But
well, I mean, it's weird not seeing both when both are talking.
Yes. Now on Facebook, it looks like normal. But on YouTube, on a mobile app part, it looks like this. It's just, you can see Birge, and then you just see a wall on the left with Alabama, Georgia, Auburn. It is funky. So I had to answer his question because it is weird. And this is a new thing that and we get a lot of views on that because it goes by their feed a lot. So people are stopping and hanging out. And I'm sorry you can't see us. There's no way to fix it. It's just a new, it's the way StreamYard, like Birge uses StreamYard too. And that's who is Golish? Golish is the coach. He's from South Florida, and he did okay there. And I think he'll be okay at Auburn. Listen, Auburn's going to be a hard job. It's probably the toughest job in the SEC because you have to play Georgia and Bama every year.
Yeah, we can't be running him off.
And you got to recruit against Alabama and Georgia every year.
It's not in a good spot. Right there on the Georgia line.
It's an incredibly tough job. Auburn is a hard job, and they are a dumpster fire. It is a mess down there.
I think they're going to go back to Florida. I'm serious. When they were pretty good in the 90s, they had a lot of players from Florida.
And Auburn currently the 39th ranked team with 1 5-star.
Yeah, that's kind of putting them in a bad spot. So kind of coaching, jump around and jazz and jive. Let's look at some matchups for the weekend that we just come through. Texas A&M.
Wow.
What a great game. Was anybody surprised by the outcome? I kind of wasn't.
No, I wasn't really. The only thing that surprised me is there for a long time, and you know this because we watched it. Texas A&M seemed to be very much in control, and then it just shifted.
It was 10-3 at halftime. A&M's up, and the first quarter was
they had no yards, did they?
But they come out, man, and Texas jumped on it. They kicked a field goal. They went down and scored, and they scored again late. And just A&M just had no answer.
No answer.
The third quarter, the third inning. That's a runner's inning to me. When you come out at halftime, you need to do something. Everybody can't be Bama and just play good defense and stop people in the third quarter and win games. That's going to catch up at some point, and obviously it did with A&M.
Well, they ran the ball. Wisner had his best game of the year. Manning had a good game.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody that says, well, Manning didn't do – yeah, he did. He did pretty good.
He run it for a touchdown and throw a touchdown.
And Reed threw some picks. They couldn't get going. How many yards did they end up with? Total yards for A&M.
337.
330, which is probably one of their lower totals. I don't know. Was you shocked by it, Birge? I kind of was. I wasn't because it was in Texas, but I was just kind of shocked at how the second half. I mean, it beat them 24-7 in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I didn't catch a whole lot.
Receiving wise, the difference to me was the old boy here, old Wisner.
Oh yeah,
he ripped it up. A young man played. He's from Glen Heights, Texas, junior. He's that perfect size. He's that 6 foot 200 pound guy. He was the difference in the game. He was finding ways to churn and burn and get
he had a lot
yards.
of yards.
600 yards on the year.
Had 400 coming in, gained 150. I mean, best game he'd had all year. He was the leading rusher in the SEC last year.
Yeah.
And this year, he's not done as well. He's been hurt.
And A&M without Moss, it's just been – it kind of hurts you a little bit because he's a difference maker.
Yeah, that's I think that's really put them behind the 8 ball. They don't have their main running back.
Georgia Tech, I watched some of that game, not all of it.
That was a very, very low yardage game. Were you surprised at the lack of yards by either team, Benton?
I do not. I didn't for a while there. I didn't know if Georgia had forgot what the forward pass was. I mean,
he threw for 60 yards, didn't he?
Yeah,
they ran okay, especially in the first half. But I don't know. It was almost like we just come out there with the most vanilla game plan and didn't think we were going to have to throw much, and we couldn't. We didn't. I don't know if they were playing back or what. But we did not press the ball down the field. When we did, we threw the pick the one time, and I felt like we just stuck it in our pocket and said, "All right, defense." You know, and I told somebody twice when Tech was kicking field goals, "You're not going to beat a good team kicking field goals." So I'm not too worried about it. But it come down to a heave ho there at the end. They had opportunities.
260 to 250 on total yards. Georgia had 260. Well, Georgia Tech had 250, which that's a great defensive effort. That's probably Georgia's lowest total this year, is it not?
I would imagine, yeah.
Is Bowens hurt? Because he didn't carry it any.
Yeah, I think he's been nursing injury. I think he could have played, but I think it was a decision not to play him.
Frazier's been doing well.
I was going to say Frazier. Frazier had a good game, and I don't mind the other kid giving him reps, but I'd like to see 20 get a rep every now and then on a toss or something because he can go the distance. But
you talking about McCray, or is it McCray?
McCray, yeah. I'm talking about one of the other guys, but I mean one of the young guys too. But I'm sure they don't want to burn red shirts. They probably
right.
Got some red shirts.
Well, that's true. That's what that's about, isn't it?
What about the LSU Tigers go out to OU, and Oklahoma decided that they were going to throw the ball, throw for over 300 yards. LSU defense give up a lot of passing, but they keep them between the 20s, man. And, I mean, OU come out, kick the field goal to start the game, and then wound up with a late touchdown to pull ahead where LSU can only muster a field goal there late.
They nearly won that game.
It was a good game.
Good game. But Kelly gone. LSU was just absolutely unable to find any offense this year consistently. And, Oklahoma hadn't had the greatest offensive year in the world.
Well, the Centennial, he was their guy. He ripped up a couple of long runs. And sometimes, guys, when there's some people that just look at stats and they just say, well, those stats are big. He tore that team up. Well, really what happened is you have about two big catches. You catch the ball and you run for a lot of yards. So you see, 120 for Centennial. You're like, oh, my God.
He had 70 on one play.
Right, yes. And that's what people, if you didn't watch the game and people just look at a number and go, well, he smoked them. Like
the whole game. No.
You would look at Simmons and go, wow, he smoked Bama in the Iron Bowl. How'd they lose? Well, because he had two catches that he run for like 50 or 60 yards.
Yeah.
So he had 100 yards
on
like 2 or 3. Yeah. So you got to watch the game and see.
It's usually not. That's the thing about football. It's usually not most of the game. LSU had his number.
Yeah.
Then there at the end, he rips off a 70-yard or 60-yard touchdown catch. Won the game.
I mean, pretty much the 17-13. So Oklahoma now 10-2 on the year. They're 5th in SEC, and they're going to hang around these playoffs. That's kind of
Do you think they're in? You think they're in right now?
Yeah.
Okay, I do too.
Yeah. think you got to. You got to put them in there.
I don't see any way they can.
They're going to get drilled by somebody. Somebody's going to beat the freaking socks off of them because they have the most anemic. It's one of the worst ranked offenses I've ever seen in my life.
I think it's like 359 a game, which is not good in college. It sounds good, but it's really not.
What about Miami Pitt? Miami beat Pitt. I watched a little bit of that. They beat the brakes off them.
Shocked.
I was too. Vanderbilt, Tennessee. I watched a lot of that game, and it was a good game for the most part. I mean, it was tied going in halftime. When they tied it at 21, I just kind of felt like felt like Pavia just kind of had their number, man.
He just went off. He had 433 yards, guys. Should he win the Heisman? Do y'all think he'll get invited?
Yeah, absolutely. He should get invited.
Okay.
There's no way you can't invite him.
I mean, after that performance in Knoxville, 433. I don't know if anybody's ever done that. Of course, Tennessee had their yards again.
There's only they told the record. I mean, for a guy to throw for over 200 and rush for over 100, that's you're kind of reaching pretty good group of guys that's done that.
Right, not many.
There's not many that's throw for 200, rush for 100.
Then Alexander had a lot of yards. They're playing very well right now. I don't think either one of you think, and I don't deep down either, thinks they will get in the playoff, but should they be in the playoff? I mean, they lost 2 games. They lost to Alabama, 30-14. But Alabama scored late. Alabama seemed to be in control, but it was a good game. And then Texas didn't beat them bad. How bad did Texas beat them?
34-31.
Okay. So, I mean, guys, they got 2 losses, one to a top 10 team. I don't know. I mean, their resume looks pretty good.
That's good to me.
They just don't. They're not lining up in the eyes of the committee. They're not lining up. They're not going to have an opportunity.
I'm going to tell you what it is.
I don't think they will either.
I'll tell you what it is.
I think it's because it's Vanderbilt.
Well, no, not necessarily. Let me show you here. Right here is why. Come on, man. Where did you go?
There's a lot of different scenarios this weekend that could happen to make the committee have some very tough decisions.
Yeah,
I think this is why
Oklahoma winning.
I think Oklahoma beating Michigan early. I think that's what. Yeah. I think that's what the committee's got. I think they just really value this win
over Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, somebody asked me if I thought Alabama would go if they lost, and I'm like, it's going to be tough for them to go if they lose because there's going to be 4 or 5 2-loss teams.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just telling you the truth, and that's okay. People can not like my opinion, but I made a big show on it.
I just don't think they can get them in.
Wednesday or Thursday, I don't want 3-loss teams in the playoffs.
There's only been one so far, and that was Clemson, but they did win
their conference. Yeah, and they got freaking doors blown off.
I say
they hold back a team that won their conference. I mean,
if I'm looking at the playoff rankings from last year or last week, and really the only thing that's going to change is you're going to drop A&M a few spots. How far? Who knows? Yeah. I still think that as long as there's not a bid stiller team, say Georgia does beat Alabama and they have that 3rd loss, as long as BYU doesn't beat Texas Tech,
which I don't.
They're going to leave Texas Tech in there, and then they're going to bring BYU in. That's going to take that 10 seed out. So as long as something like that doesn't happen, where there's a bid stealer or an additional team that has to be in, I think 3-loss Alabama's in, especially if it's a close game.
Well, the thing that worries me about that pulling for Alabama is, it seems like they really high on Miami getting in. Well, even though they're not even playing for theirs, and I'm afraid if it comes down to a 3-loss Alabama and a 2-loss Miami, they're just going to say, no, Miami's going.
But your 3rd loss is because you were good enough to get in your championship game. Miami was not good enough to get in their championship game. So, in my opinion, you can't say that's a 3rd loss versus Miami's 2 losses. Right. You got to look at them as being equal. And they said on the thing, hey, it's just going to be another data point, that loss. I don't see how you could count a championship game against somebody unless they just get hammered.
Mauled.
Yeah, and I don't see that.
I don't think Alabama's going to get mauled. They just don't.
No, I mean, just
what?
It ain't gonna happen.
2 times, and 3 times maybe in 18 years.
Now, I will say this: if Alabama loses to Georgia, which I think it's about 50-50 right now, ESPN anyway.
Yeah.
BYU happens to beat Texas Tech. BYU and Texas Tech is going to be in, and that 10 seed is going to be out. So if Alabama's still there at that 10 seed, they'll be out. And I have no qualms about it. There's no way that they're going to drop Texas Tech below any of those teams.
Well, the level they're playing right now, I mean, Matt, to be honest, you wouldn't think they would do very much in the playoffs anyway, do you?
Who?
Bama.
Not
in the later rounds.
How they play?
Yeah.
No, there's no way.
I wouldn't think so either. I mean,
you can't be that leaky on the offensive line and be that one-dimensional on the offense and throw. Let's get into that while we're talking about that. Let's talk about the Iron Bowl. 27-20, Bama rallies kind of late and then holds Auburn off, punching the ball, stripped the ball all night long.
Auburn fumbled 5 times.
Auburn did have 5 drops. And that, don't blame that on Cam. That is Bray Hubbard being a football player. And Auburn podcast people, listen, I know it's hate week and that's fine. And you can hate the team because you're not supposed to like them, but stop being pricks. And the ones that talking to, that you know which ones you are. Stop knocking Cam by taking away the accolade of Bray Hubbard making a good play. Because you will not credit Alabama on the play.
They didn't just
They
fumble.
were ripping balls all night long. Bray Hubbard put his shoulder on the ball. He played exactly how you're supposed to. Cam didn't fumble the ball. Bray knocked it out. So stop being dipweeds. And I know it's hate, but you got to give credit, man. He knocked the ball out.
Yeah.
Cam didn't fumble. You're doing a disservice to both guys. Stop being pricks and give credit to these young guys that play football and sweat their balls off out there. So for you, dillweeds at Auburn Podcast, to have something to do and talk about, because none of y'all ever even lined up and played freaking dodgeball and done anything. I can tell by looking at them, they ain't never done nothing but write papers. They couldn't go in the gym and figure out which is a 45 plate or what even a hammer curl even is. They'd be over trying to hammer a nail on the wall. So those kind of people, it pisses me off because you don't give credit to the players. Both players. Credit Cam for not fumbling. Credit Bray for knocking the ball. It's just that simple.
It was a caused fumble.
Yes.
100%.
Bama hangs on to play that late, and I'm sorry, I had to get it off my chest because these people, and it's just that group of these riders, man. That's all they know how to do. Birge, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I agree, but I did watch the majority of that game, and I'll be honest, I felt like between the fumbles, the muff punts, the drop passes, there was a multitude of things. Auburn couldn't hold on to the football. I mean, they couldn't. They could not hold on to the football.
They had a touchdown called off the board for a holding penalty.
Yeah. They had 3 fumbles on one drive. Now, one of them was ruled that his knee was down. They fumbled 3 times in 4 plays.
I don't know if it was nerves got him or what it was. And Jake Crane and him on Crane and Company, I watched Jake a lot, and they're big Auburn people. And he's just saying losers just figure out ways to lose. And Bama believes they're just one of those teams when they line up on 4th and 2. That's the name of this Iron Bowl now. It's called the 4th and 2. For DeBoer to drop his sack right out there in the middle of the field and Jordan Hare and say, no, we're going for that.
Well, he had to. I mean,
he won the game.
Yeah.
So throughout the game, mostly through the night, the first half, all the first half, first quarter and into the second quarter, probably 5 minutes left into the second quarter before Auburn finally starts to score a little bit. Guys.
Oh, it looked like Alabama was going to drill.
Ashton Daniels is literally ducking players. He threw the ball and ducked.
Yep.
Auburn fans were hot about that. They're like, if he's going to just duck players, you might as well just put Deuce in. And please start with Deuce Knight. He played good against Mercer. Let's see Deuce. What's the problem? Because he'll get killed. He's not playing against one of the best defenses in the country. Stop it.
Daniels ended up playing well.
He run loose against Mercer. And Mercer done pull some of their starters because they're getting ready to go to their conference game too. They got a playoff game.
Oh, yeah, they're a playoff team.
Auburn were 411 total, Bama 280. And guess who outrushed the other? Now, this I never would have guessed. Bama outrushed Auburn by 6 yards.
6 yards. Best
How
game
was
Alabama's had in a while.
How's the
Jim,
run back?
he's done.
He's hurt.
We don't see him more.
Which that's good for Georgia. Not good for Alabama.
I don't know
No,
if it's good
this
for
is-
Georgia because the Hill kid seems like he's got a better step than.
Yeah, he does.
He's tough.
Jim has been hurt. He broke his collarbone and wound up having to have some kind of weird surgery because it was on his freaking jugular vein. Like it was like it was serious. He was actually wearing, they talked about him wearing that carbon fiber piece up on his shoulder pad in that area to protect it. So it wasn't just a collarbone break early. He had a real serious surgery problem. So Jim, you're not going to see him no more.
Well, what's going on with the receiver?
Yeah, why are we? Bama passed for 220 yards.
He didn't catch a ball.
And he's talking about Ryan Williams.
He was standing on the sideline watching the game when I was watching.
I seen him on the field some, but he was never targeted.
Did he get a target?
No,
He never didn't get a target.
not one. He's only caught 7 passes in 3 games. Past 3 games, 7 passes. I don't know. I do know he come out hurt. Now, this is what I'm going to tell you is just absolute. It come from Instagram story from supposedly one of them. Because now y'all know that Ryan Williams and Bach had a podcast they do through the university. Yay, Alabama sponsors them. Bach come off and it's just Ryan. He does, podcasts for whatever. Him and Bach supposedly had a weekend out, hanging out with the boys, and got in a razor and flipped it. Bach banged his head, and Ryan got hurt, and they're really, they took him out that next game. He didn't play. They talking about like it was a leg injury. So I don't know if they've just wrapped him up and he's just really hurt, because you remember him playing earlier and he was making catches. He was getting drilled. They were catching across the middle and he's just getting absolutely destroyed. One, the story may be true and he got bumped up in the side by side, and they both may be true. And 2, he's really took a thumping earlier in the year. We saw him really get blasted. He's been helicoptered.
Yeah.
He's small. Guys, this kid is supposed to just be coming into being a freshman, really. He's got to put on some weight. And he's got to tighten up his route running, because the Slim Reaper, Devontae Smith, won a Heisman, I think. And I also think that he played against the best defense in the nation and beat Georgia down there tonight. Devontae Smith, Birge, you watched the guy play. He's small. So I'm not sure all the details. So I'm just giving you what I know. That could be jargon or it may be true. I don't know. So they're just not throwing the ball for one of those reasons.
Well, I mean, it's odd.
Yeah, very. So I look for him to come back next year and have a great year, because you're going to lose. I mean, these other guys here, look, man, Horton had 5 catches for 35 yards.
Horton
He had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah. Oh, he had all 3. I knew he had 2.
He caught all of them.
Wow.
And then across the other side of the ball, you had what we talked about earlier, 140 yards for Simmons. You're like, he torched Bama. No, his busted coverage. One of them was the guys run into each other. And another one, the safety falls down. So he winds up with a big gash play.
Yeah, that's 66. That was alone.
Yeah. So it just happens. But Cam got 5 catches for 43. Hats off to Red Morgan. Was in Cam Coleman's front pocket, watch pocket, back pocket, sweater pocket, jacket pocket, Birge. I was really, that was what I was worried about in this matchup, is if Red or Mincy could cover Cam. Obviously they did.
Yeah. You want to hold a great receiver to 5 catches for 43 yards. I mean, that's good numbers.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody be like, well, that's a lot of catches, but I mean, it's no yards. I mean, really, 43 is not much to give up.
And I seen where was it Brown, Zach, that went out and he come back in and they put Jackson out there, and Jackson had the big, did y'all see that he had the club on his hand? I'm like, how's the DB going to play?
Well, I tell you what, the boy they threw out for Auburn, that Sylvester Smith from Montford came in from him, and he played like a
man possessed.
He looked like he was unreal.
He played angry, which is why you're supposed to play football.
He broke up a pass in the end zone, had a bunch of hard tackles. I mean, he really, to me, he was the highlight of that. I don't know what his stats ended up being, but man, it would have been better for Bama had he not stayed in. Which they're rough on there. He had 3 tackles.
Who? Sylvester?
Yeah.
Yeah, 3.
3.
Caleb Harris led the team. Also, the Travis kid, number 97. It's kind of odd. Crawford only wound up, with 4 solo tackles altogether. But Crawford was crawling all over Ty Simpson. Keldrick Falk, his best
have a good
game of the year, 3 tackles, because he's been an absolute no-show this year.
Well, he had that.
But
he did block a pass down there.
Yes, right. He showed up, and Auburn people, they were griping at him about this game. I'm like, shit, he was in the backfield a lot. I mean, he wasn't all over the place, but Atkins, shout out to Dewberry and the guys for keeping an eye on Atkins. Now, he did have a sack and a half, and he did have 2 solo tackles, but for Atkins to be held to 2 solos.
Yeah. Oh, he's a stud now.
That was a good job by Bama, and was one of the parts, Birge, for them winning the game. Eric Winters won solo. Eric Winters and Atkins have been just destroying people. They're way down on the list, man. You got guys like Kanan Lee up here, which he plays up in the D backfield.
Yeah,
I thought Crawford showed up and played good for Auburn Saturday.
He did, and I thought Falk played good. He made more plays than he put a lot of pressure on Simpson.
Absolutely.
Simpson he got hit a good bit. We were watching him. He was good.
He got hit down there. Sylvester Smith hit him on the goal line. I thought that was – I swear I thought he was out.
Well, he should have been thrown out.
That was a shot.
I mean, you got to throw the guy out. Oh, man, let me see if I can – let me pull that up on there.
that was vicious. I'm talking about the one where Simpson got to the 1.
Yeah, I think there was a penalty on the play or something, and
there was.
Back.
Yeah.
Let me show you.
But, I mean,
on the sideline view, it was to the near side, and he got hammered. Yeah, I saw it.
That was a big-time hit. But I'll give it to Simpson, man. He didn't act like it phased him.
Yeah, what'd you think about his head thumping the ground, helmet nearly coming off? What was y'all's thoughts on that?
Well, I didn't know, but according to the rules, I will say this. At first, I thought, man, they're throwing that kid out over that. But the rule is if you hit a quarterback, they didn't throw him out. They gave him a roughing the passer. If you hit low like that, below the knee, it's automatic penalty.
I don't like that.
And
I got people, again, those.
According with the rules.
I know it is.
That's right.
I have again, this weekend, y'all know who you are. They're not even watching because they don't even watch football. These people that watch 3 hours of football again, they're on Facebook. So you're telling me that if a quarterback comes through the line and he ducks his head, he should be thrown out. Yeah, that's my opinion on how it should be. It's not that way. And overall, in general, targeting, Dean, please tell them where I'm at on targeting.
Well, you just don't like it.
Stop it. Go play pickleball. Shut up.
I mean, if it's vicious, give them a 15-yard.
Yeah, stop throwing them out.
I agree. The NFL don't throw them out.
So if y'all are going to try to, come on Facebook and on my page, and I'm just cheering for my team, you're going to try to pee me off for something about targeting, you're not, because I don't like it at all. I think when the dude at Bama gets thrown out for it, I think it's a shitty call. I think it's stupid. The dude at Auburn gets thrown out for it, I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I don't care for it much at all, period. So there's you ain't going,
high school don't throw them out either, Ben.
Why is college the only one that's throwing them out?
Only one.
What's the deal with that?
They're going to send a message, I guess.
But here's what's got to stop, and I ain't even going. It's not going. There it is. What's got to stop is this. Auburn fans, God, there's a bunch of them too, man. I mean, it's on Twitter a lot. We've got to stop blaming everybody else for Auburn's losses. They've been losing for years and years and years. It is on Twitter. They will not stop with. I mean, it's they're pulling up plays of a guy. If they think he's holding, that costs us game right there. Goddamn refs. They got us in their pocket, and it's Alabama. They get beat us every year. It's bullshit. I'm sick of it. Yeah. They're like fit, jerking mad. I'm like, guys, you do know you've only won one SEC game. Mm-hmm. I'm sick of Bama always getting the calls, piece of shit, mother. I hate Alabama. I hate DeBoer. I hate Barry Bryant. But guy, listen, man, the refs calls is not the problem of your failures, all in general.
That was just a good game, and Bama won it.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't. I wouldn't put it.
I picked Auburn to win.
I didn't think that they. I mean, they hammered both teams on calls.
They both had. Auburn had 8, and Bama had 5. I mean, it was, But this picture here, this is what I could put this on there and say, well, by God, they missed that one, didn't they? Retard. Yeah, I could. But you know what? They did. They did miss this one. But I'm not going to put it on there and just and jump about the refs and the games that we lost. You know how many times Oklahoma was holding Bama's defensive guys? We were running through the middle, literally with a tackle material on the one touchdown he run in.
Uh-huh.
It was right in front of the camera. He had him around the neck, clotheslining him. It was holding, period.
Uh-huh.
Never made a post about it. Because I don't think one play or two cost the game. Bama didn't get their shit together. They turned the ball over too many times. That's why they lost the game. And that's the difference between me and some of these Auburn fans that just are pathetic and are looking for excuses for their team to lose. Stop. This is a targeting. He hit him in the jaw and the side of the head with the top of his helmet.
No, yeah, he slammed it.
That is no doubt. Look at it. It's clear as day.
I mean, he nearly knocked his helmet off.
Yeah, there's no doubt. He took hits to the face and head all night long. They knew that if we're not going to win this game, well, by God, we're just going to take their quarterback out. And that's fine. That's part of it. And Ty knows that. If you don't like getting hit in the head, like I said, go play.
Yeah, he seemed to
go play golf or something.
He seemed to be okay with it. I mean, he kept fighting.
Hey, he got back in Falk's face. They tried to jaw at each other. And he's like, hey, man, I'm going to be here all night, buddy. Hot. I'm going to be here too because we're going to win this game. So keep running your lip and keep talking because I'm not going to talk. Watch me throw this touchdown down the field right here, lip.
I will say something about
I like it. It's supposed to be that way.
Benton, did y'all watch Vanderbilt in Tennessee? Did you see the play where they sacked him and they got all up in his face?
I did not.
He absolutely destroyed them after that. He didn't say nothing. Pavia didn't say a word.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy you maybe don't want to. I think he is now. And I mean, he cost them a game against Bama. He turned the ball over too much.
He did. He turned it over twice.
Now, last game here, we'll move on from the rival Alabama again. State champs, OKD trophy. They'll present the trophy to stay at Bama at the next basketball game. Shout out Ty Simpson, lastly, for being a D-O-double-G, just taking thump after thump.
Mm-hmm.
Could have tapped out. Brooks, what a great game. Offensive line did a fair job for most part.
Better. Ran for 150.
Because we showed you there what Winters and Atkins did. That's their guys.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of held them in check, man. But Ty being tough. Now, this is the last one. Then we'll look at conference game championships. What about Ohio State, Michigan? I watched every bit of this game. It was very interesting till a little bit after halftime. 27-9. Ohio State finally took off with it there a little bit later because Michigan did not show up in the second half.
Michigan could not move the ball.
They just didn't. They don't got the guys. They're young. They are a young team.
I just didn't. I mean, I thought what was saying through for 233
Mm-hmm.
there. Bo Jackson rushed for not the Bo Jackson we know. Rushed for 117. No wonder they're good. They got Bo Jackson, Carnell Tate, and Jeremiah Smith. I mean, the modest games, Tate had a pretty good one. But the main thing was Michigan, just look what they passed for, 63. How many they rushed for? No, they rushed for 60. They rushed for 100. They only had 163 yards, guys.
Well, Ohio State's good. But I watched the game. I liked it. And you talking about some jawing, Birge. Did you catch any of that game?
I didn't see any of that one. No, I was on the golf course.
You talking about jawing.
Big time. Huh?
I mean, it wasn't nothing like Iron Bowl. These guys fought before the game, during the game. Every quarter there was a fight. They fought way more than Bama and Auburn did. And let me ask this question.
Mm-hmm.
Last question, then we'll go on to the 25. Well, this ain't a fair question because I already know how y'all going to answer. What's the bigger rival game? Why is Alabama Auburn a bigger rivalry than Michigan Ohio State? I'll give one reason. Because a lot of the high school players have played together.
Mm-hmm.
They may share a team,
but they haven't up there.
Right. Why, Birge? Why do you think it's a bigger game than Michigan Ohio State?
Maybe because so close. They're going after the same people, and it seems like something crazy always happens, especially when it's in Auburn.
Yeah,
I think that's why. I think in the 80s there was it was when Bo Jackson played there. His 4 years they split. They went 2-2, and there was always something nuts that happened. Like I think that's what made this rivalry great. He went over the top. They won by 1.
Yeah.
They had the rain game. He went off and they lost. And then one year they come in there when Bo played and Alabama was not good. They upset them. Then you had the Van Tippen 52-yard field goal. You've had kick 6.
Well,
You've had the 4th and 31. I think that's why it's so great.
Well, there's a lot of big plays. Like Jeff said, he thinks that their game is a bigger game. They have a lot of moments in their game too where there's been field goals kicked to win games or last second heroic dives over the goal line. It's a bigger game here because we share a state.
Right.
It's a bigger game here because we share a church pew. It's a bigger game here because we actually have parents and stuff that went to school together. It's a bigger game here because we have more talent on the teams that are from the state. Auburn had 47 players from Alabama. Alabama had 45 in-state players.
Wow. 92 players.
Michigan, Ohio State, you do not have 92 players in your state on that. Jeff, they don't. Your teams are split by miles and miles. They don't share high schools. They don't ever see each other. You very rarely, of course, you're going to pass by people in the store with Ohio State shirts on in an area where Ohio State's prominent. There's going to be some people with Michigan shirts on, but it's not like it is here. It's just not. Because we share a state. We share so many close things. That's what makes a rival. I mean, you could look up the definition of the word rivalry is something that's close and big. It's the same as a civil war. We had a country that literally fought each other. Brothers actually fought brothers in the Civil War. This is exactly the same thing. Mm-hmm. Now, it's not a rivalry anymore. It hadn't really been in about, to me, probably 2 or 3 years. It's just not.
No, but even those years, there's 2 of them gone right, 3 now, gone right down to the wire.
Yeah. So that's why it's bigger. And they had big coaches. And I think that's why Ohio State and Jeff, I think that's why their feeling is it's a bigger rivalry because both the teams are dominant. Now, we can't help that Auburn has only got 1 national championship. Mm-hmm. We can't help that Auburn only won 1 conference game this year, and game day, they had talked about coming to the Iron Bowl, but they're like, there's no way. Michigan's ranked. They're like 4th in the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. Auburn is 1 SEC game. Yeah, we'll know the game will probably be close, but Alabama's probably supposed to beat them. It's been 5 years, 6 years now.
I think they were. They were, but it wasn't a high mark. It was 6.5.
It's because of the coaches. Mm-hmm. That Auburn has had the lack of.
Right.
They just ain't won a lot of games. And that's, I guess it ain't their fault or it is, but it just is what it is. The rivalry to me has to do with the players and not the coaches. And the shine they feel like up north is because of what Jeff's talking about, because of Woody and Bo, because of the 70s and the games, the coaches, because either one of them could go play for national championship back then. Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They were
mostly.
Yeah, absolutely. And now Auburn's not in the threat of ever playing for a national championship and probably won't. So that's why it is to me. It's because we share much more and we share a state. Like Georgia Tech, it's kind of the same. You're literally 50 miles apart, but Birge.
What is Georgia?
Yeah, probably. Well, it might be a little further, but it's not too far.
Not 100, is it?
Nah, I don't think so.
No, it's not 100.
I'll tell you exactly.
And there's a lot of great games. And I'm not saying that Ohio State Michigan is not a good rivalry.
It is.
But it's just, how about I'll just say it's different because of the things we share. Now, AP Top 25 poll. Let's see where we're at. There wasn't a whole lot of changes. We did have Vanderbilt dropping 2 spots, A&M, dropping 4 spots.
Vanderbilt dropped.
They dropped them out of the 12. It's because God dang, man, what does it do with Miami?
Want Miami
I'm sorry.
in
I'm
there.
sorry. I already know the answer. I told you why last week when they got Miami. It's to keep Notre Dame propped up.
in.
It's to keep them propped up. Well, see right
They
here,
beat 2 teams.
their loss. I mean, it's a good team. They've got a good loss, Matt.
Yeah.
It'd be like if the committee just come in with Florida State's going to be 25. What?
They went 5-7.
Well, we got to keep Alabama propped. We know what they're doing. Some people don't, because some people can't admit it. So Ohio State 1, Indiana 2, Georgia 3, Oregon 4, Texas Tech 5, Ole Miss, A&M, Oklahoma, Notre Dame, Bama at 10, BYU 11, Miami 12.
See, I think Vandy ought to be over Miami.
And BYU.
Yeah, possibly, yes. How many games has BYU lost? One
or two?
One.
Yeah, just one.
2 Texas Tech, right?
But what's their strength of schedule? 77?
It's not very high.
No. Vanderbilt's is like 15.
Yeah, I knew it was strong.
So obviously strength of schedules don't count for shit. I've done blowed up about that on Thursday one night. And Texas 14, I guess, whatever. You got to.
Oh, they want them in there bad too.
Yeah, they're waiting for somebody to get them in. Utah 15, Virginia SC, Michigan 18, James Madison. Number 20, North Texas. They lost their coach, which is at Oklahoma State.
Oh, he's the one that went. Okay.
Yeah, Tulane's coach, Summerall, will be at Florida. You got Arizona 22, Navy coming in at 23, Georgia Tech hanging around. They dropped one place, I think. And then Missouri, that helps Bama to say they've beat a ranked, team. LSU taking a nosedive hurts Bama's schedule. It does. So
of course they beat Vandy, they beat Georgia, they beat Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as Georgia, they've beat in this? Georgia Tech, Texas, and Ole Miss. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is there any complaints, Birge, about the top 12 for you? And we'll do a Tuesday show. We'll go through this more in depth.
I would say that the AP doesn't matter, but I feel like the committee is looking at it a lot because it's real similar to it.
I think they do. It's a good basis for them.
My question is, what happens when, let's say, Alabama beats Georgia? Let's say Alabama beats Georgia and moves up, and then BYU loses to Texas Tech. And then you have this comparison between the Miami team and this Notre Dame team. They'll be right next to each other, and one has beat the other. I will never listen to Miami should be below Notre Dame. I don't care how they're playing. They played on the field. That matters.
Yeah.
They should be above them.
Yeah.
And
especially with the same. I know what you're saying. With the same record, yes.
Well, they played each other. Miami beat them.
Well, how many wins does Miami got against? Just look at the top 25. Who's got Notre Dame beat USC, right? Who else have they beat in the top 25?
I'd have to go. I don't watch them at all.
I don't think there's anybody.
I can't stand them. I hate Notre Dame and Oklahoma. Oklahoma's my new enemy, by the way. Just letting everybody know.
You don't like Oklahoma?
No.
They're going.
I'm moving Tennessee off my hate list. I'm putting Oklahoma. Oklahoma, you're number one.
Oklahoma's definitely going to this thing.
Hope they get drilled round one. Hope they draw. Who would they draw?
They would draw the 9 seed. So whoever the 9 seed ends up being.
It'd be Notre Dame.
Well, they might.
I hope Notre Dame. I can't. God, that'd be my two. That's my two arch nemesis.
You can't pull for either one of them.
God dang it, Birge! What?
Who you gonna do?
What?
Just not even watch it.
I can't watch it. Protesting the game. I'm protesting. All right, let's look at championships here. Be coming into here. See, piece of junk. We'll start at the bottom there. Ohio State, Indiana, going to be on Fox.
I think Ohio State will smoke them.
7:00.
I do. I think I do think Indiana's better than they were last year, but I'm not sold on Indiana. I know they went into Oregon and beat them down, but I'm just not sold on them. And I do not think I think Ohio State don't smoke. I think they beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Ohio State is a 5.5-point favorite.
Okay. Virginia and Duke. That's probably the most game that I'm most excited about. It's going to be on the 6th.
I mean, I don't think we ought to watch nothing else.
That's probably the game I'm not watching. That I'm sick of Bama and Georgia. Virginia and Duke. Virginia's probably going to be favored.
But I
2.5
think
point
Duke
favorite.
2.5.
Duke can
2.5.
definitely beat them, and I wouldn't be shocked if Duke does beat them.
Now that's on ABC, guys, at 7:00. It's going to follow the national championship game, Roll Tide, Georgia and Alabama on the 6th at 3:00 Alabama time. We don't do that.
What do you think?
Georgia
What do y'all
time.
think about that? Obviously, on paper, Georgia's going to be your favorite.
I don't know how in the world.
Oh, you're 1.5
That's
point favorite. Start out
How many? Wait a minute. What?
1.5.
Who is?
Georgia.
Okay.
No, what? They'll win a half.
Actually-
yeah, but Alabama's going to win another half.
Now they're saying they're favored.
Oh, it opened at 1.5.
They'll win a half.
It opened at 1.5 and is currently at 2.5.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't see ain't no way Alabama.
I'm going to pick Georgia, but Benton, and don't take this wrong, and you won't either because of what's happened in the past. I wouldn't be a bit shocked if we seen the same scenario where Alabama smokes them in the first half, then Georgia smokes Alabama in the second.
Well, here's my argument of that. I just don't think Alabama is going to get 12 or 14 on third down like they got in the first half last time they played. Yes, I think they may be more successful, but I don't think it's going to be that much. I think Georgia. I think it's a closer game throughout. I think Georgia can win, depending on they're going to have to run the football like they normally do, and if they can run the football and play action, you got to get your playmakers the ball. I think Alabama wins if Georgia turns it over a couple times and they can keep quarterback upright. Now, early in the year, Georgia was not affecting the quarterbacks, any quarterback.
Right.
So,
they had 3 sacks there through 6 games.
Yeah, and for some reason, late the defense has played much better. Gave up like 9 to Georgia Tech or whatever. The defense has played better. The secondary has been a little better, and conversely, we've actually, I don't know if it's via blitz or personnel or what, we've been able to get after the quarterback a little better. So I don't think Bama gets out to a big lead, and I think it's a coin flip. I think it's a coin flip.
Yeah. I'm not going to – look, we know what Ty has done. He took a licking this week. That showed his toughness. He did some pretty nice throws. That first touchdown over the back of the end zone, he just kind of ripped off his back foot as he's falling down. Those kind of plays. I said Thursday, I picked Auburn to win, but I said the keys for Bama to win, Zach will back me up on this, the keys for them to win, and Ty's going to have to run the ball somewhat. We have to have some type of running on the ground for the defense to just think, you know what, they may run the ball right here.
And he did do that this week.
Yes, you have to – and they need more screen plays. We only run about 3 screens. They're going to have to hit – if they can't run the ball a little bit, Ty's got to get out there and get loose some. I think that's going to be a key for them to be able to beat Georgia. I'm going to be the same way as the Iron Bowl. If Bama wins this game, I will kind of be surprised. They're just not trending, man.
No,
they're not. They're just not.
I mean, we've all watched football for a long time, and Matt's absolutely right. Alabama's trending down, and you're foolish if you think all that's going to end Saturday.
They're going to figure it out this week. And then
Which I got to admit, Ohio State did that last year, but it don't happen much. Alabama's going to figure everything out against Georgia and wallop them, and Georgia's trending up. Well, I think this last week was bad for Georgia, though. I didn't think that was.
It did. I don't know. They didn't look good either. They're trying to hold back, and that just may be a way of us trying to feel good about ourselves, trying to say, well, they won the game, like Alabama. Well, they didn't play good, but they figure out a way to win.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I just can't see them beating.
I can't either.
Kirby is 2-1 in the repeats. He's beat Bama twice in repeat, lost to them once.
I can't either. I'm mad on that. They are trending down, like it or not. They're trending down. I mean, Simpson threw for 122. 122.
Now, the day on that 6th, this day's going to start with BYU Texas Tech at 12 Eastern time on ABC.
Texas Tech again.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I watched that game about a half, and BYU looked absolutely lost.
There's no way they figured that out in that short time. That wasn't long ago.
They looked lost.
13 and a half.
Wow.
It's 29-7. They what now? 13.5.
Correct.
Ooh.
The Mid-American Conference, you got the Washington Redskins playing Maryland.
Who is that?
ESPN.
I don't know. Let me look.
Yeah. I'm out of Midwestern Conference.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Now, the day before which is, I guess, a Friday on the
Washington
5th,
Commanders now.
North Texas plays Tulane. It's going to be a 7:00 game. I like that.
That's a good game.
Yeah, I'll be interested. I will be watching. And then the Midwest Conference, or whatever they call it, the MAC,
Yeah,
Mountain
Boise.
West, Boise and UNLV coach.
I like UNLV in there.
Coach
Mullen.
Yeah, Dan.
Western Michigan at Miami. Miami.
Okay,
I have
the
no
Hurricane.
idea.
How's the Hurricanes going to play?
Miami, Ohio. I'm pretty
After
If
sure.
they win, they're in, by gosh.
The Hurricanes are going to play in 2 conference title games. Wow, that's amazing. I'm just
If
kidding.
they win that, they're done. Put them in.
I'm interested in these games. Now, my alma mater, JSU, they are going to be playing Kennesaw State. Birge and Dean know about this team. They're going to play on the 5th that day at
I think
night.
I'm going down there.
Are you okay? Yeah, on the
Friday
6
night.
o'clock. Yeah, maybe a good game if it's the weather permitting.
Could be.
It'd be something I'd like to do. I mean, it's like $10-15 to get in those games.
Yeah.
Not very much. And then Troy's going to play James Madison.
I like James Madison.
Yeah, I think they may win. It may get ugly.
James Madison.
Yeah, I think it may get
Very
bad.
good. I know they've been beat. But they're
JSU, I've watched them about two full games probably this year, and one part of another game. They're not as good as they was last year. Their line blocks well. They play pretty good defense. But I think they're going to. I've seen Kennesaw State play some, and I've watched their highlights.
Mm-hmm.
JSU will have to show up and play to beat this team.
Oh, yeah. They're tough.
LSU has a running back that is a stud.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. He's a leading rusher in college football.
Yeah.
In
Cool.
D1.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a TCU transfer, a 4-star guy.
Yeah, the Cook. Remember he?
Yes, he's 1,500.
Yeah, I like how they it takes care of the clock for JSU, so I think that's a good thing for them. And they play pretty good defense, man. So, but I don't know if they can just come in and they may smoke them 40-0, but I don't think so. I think Kennesaw State can play with them.
Did you go over
yeah.
the American Conference Championship? What's y'all's thoughts on it?
Tulane, North Texas. Yeah, I'm really interested. I don't know who to pick now. Neither one of them's going to have their coach. One of them's at OK State, and the other one's at Florida.
I would think Tulane, but what if Tulane loses that? Who's going to be the at-large then?
North Texas.
Automatically.
Hey, I think Summerall staying the rest of the year.
He is.
Yeah.
He is. They're going to let him coach this game.
Yeah.
And if they get in him, they play. Who will be number 5? Who would be number 5? Well, I guess it'd be Oregon. I guess they'd have to play Oregon or Texas Tech.
So
Tulane can beat those teams, but I don't know that North Texas can. We saw Tulane beat USC in a big bowl game a few years ago.
Yeah.
When Caleb Williams was there, they beat him.
North Texas has got one loss. They lost to South Florida by about 20 points.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year. They've been putting the points up. I'm talking about on everybody. Now their schedule is not amazing.
Right.
But within their limits, it's good, tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so. Let me look down here. North Texas has got the number 22nd strength of record.
James Madison will be at large.
57 in the FPI. Strength of schedule is 125.
Right. But they're figuring, but they don't ever play big teams much, do they?
No, not really.
Now, are we in favor of like a 4-loss team if Duke goes in and wins the conference? I'm sick of that.
I'm sick of it too, but we got to.
No, you got to do nothing but stay white and die. But
I'm just saying they've said conference winners automatically go.
Yeah.
How is Duke in this thing?
I don't know. Whoa. If Duke wins, they're not guaranteed a spot.
Yeah.
They what now?
If Duke wins, they are not guaranteed a spot because they may still not be one of the highest ranked conference champions. If Duke wins, Tulane and JMU could both be in ahead of the ACC representative.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Duke's not going no matter what happens.
No, 8-5. If they win.
No. I didn't realize that, y'all. I thought they were automatic bid.
No. It's the highest ranked.
Yeah.
Got like
of those others.
Yes, that's why Clemson got in. They were the only other.
Okay.
They were the ones that screwed Bama out of the spot. Really.
Yes, they were.
People thought it was other teams. That's not. It was Clemson that was the one that really.
No, I do not
got
think
them out of their
Duke,
spot.
Duke will not go. Not with 5 losses.
Yeah.
And I think they could beat Virginia, but will Virginia go?
If Virginia won, yes, they will be. They're gonna. What were they ranked in the committee?
13, wasn't there, or 15?
Yeah. See, I can't remember the committee ranking, but
they got them 16. But
16,
the committee now they had them. They were in the bracket, wasn't they?
Were they close anyway?
They
may go. They've not lost much. I don't even know how many games Virginia's lost, but it's not much.
No, and I would imagine
2, 3, maybe.
Look at this, crush and blow to the face, no call. God, I'm so sick of we're never getting a.
Yeah, that was a shot. I'm like,
should get thrown out, freaking Bob. I'm sick of the refs heading towards Auburn. We never get nothing. Do you see what it sounds like? This is what you sound like when you're a fan. You're screaming at the refs, and you've lost everything in your whole life because of bad calls from the ref.
Now, I did see a bad call when I was a kid, and I went back and looked at it, and it was Penn State threw a touchdown. Alabama threw a touchdown against Penn State, and the guy said he was out of bounds. Benton asked me if he was even close to being out of bounds.
Was he close?
No.
Oh, yeah. Since we're talking about out of bounds.
No.
I brought
back when they didn't do replay.
I brought up the Iron Bowl again. Hey, Bama kicks Auburn the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Dude tears off with the ball up the sideline. He stops standing on the field about 3 foot in the field in the grass, looking across the field, and the play's still kind of going on. And one of those freshmen on the special team for Bama comes across and just freaking drills him. I mean,
he heard a whistle.
No, he got the Auburn player got drilled. He's standing on the field. Why is that a penalty? If the dude's standing on the
I see what you
did you see the play?
I did not.
He's standing on the field. He's running. He goes up the sideline. Everything starts kind of slow down, and he kind of turns, and he's standing up on the field. He just stops on the field and just I guess he may have thought he was out of bounds, and he just kind of stops and stands there. He's this far. Yeah, I swear he's at least 2 foot.
I do remember that. Yes, penalty on the first play. Yes,
he gets drilled. The kid from Bama, a freshman kid. He's that kid from
number 26.
He played up at Swanee, I think.
Oh, okay. It wasn't 26.
He just drills him up in the freaking seats. I mean, but he's standing on the field. Ain't no whistle. Why is that that's a terrible call?
What was it? Just a late hit?
Yeah, late hit out of bounds. Late hit out of bounds, and freaking dipshit Herb Street's like, well, I mean, he hit him. He's not out of bounds.
Right.
He was not out of bounds. It was a terrible call. I mean, I had to bring that up. But those type of things, Auburn fans are just look. I understand, man. Their program, Birge, has just been in such dire straits for so long. I mean, you've got one legitimate national championship. You're trying to be. They've hung up styrofoam numbers at their stadium.
I thought they were doing
fake
that
numbers
because Alabama supposedly did that.
Yeah, I mean, Bama's got
12
legitimate. We've seen them, seen a lot of them.
But they say we've got 17, so now Auburn said we got 7.
But you're claiming ones that Terry Bowden's dead father won. I watched Florida State beat Nebraska. I watched the game.
Yeah, that was a good game.
Auburn claims it. You know what? Not only were they on probation, they was on TV probation.
I thought they ripped Nebraska that game.
How can you claim? So this is what all this builds up. They want to be relevant. They're sick of being last. And
well,
every coach they get this is the best hire since Bear Bryant. I mean, this Golish guy is a goddamn winner. But like last week, it's Dillingham or bust.
I thought, why didn't they not go after Lashley? Did he just want to stay at? He used to coach there. I thought he would be there next year.
Yeah. It's just not a good job, man.
He's done a good job at SMU.
Just not. I'm just saying. So what do you say, Birge?
I mean, they don't play again until September of next year, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What was I going to tell y'all? Something about and I got to mention this because it's the worst call I've ever seen in the game, probably. And it happened to be Auburn was the beneficiary of it. And
no, Auburn never gets calls. Just stop just sitting there making up some outrageous lies. They've been cheated their whole lives.
If you ever see this, Birge, go watch it. Kentucky, the guy's half in the end zone, and the ref did not give him the. I've never seen nothing like it.
It was as bad as the kid getting drilled last night, standing on the field and he got hit out of bounds. Yeah,
but it cost Kentucky the ball game now. It was funny though.
Lastly, we'll do this before we get off. Just right here, 1 through 6A state championship game at UAB. The lineups on the page, what days and who plays where. We'll start at 1A. This game is going to be an absolute dog fighting war. I mean, it's going to be kind of fight like chains and mud, and Maplesville will play Wadley.
That is a great matchup. I'll be honest with you. I think Maplesville, I'm going to give them the edge.
McCray versus Wilkes.
Yeah.
Two prominent running backs in the state. McCray is a 10th grader.
Mm-hmm.
And Wilkes, of
Wilkes
course,
has 2,300 yards, Benton.
He's going to –
Addison stopped him, though. He had like 100 against them.
He's going to be a D-end at Auburn.
Yeah.
2A, Lynette is going to play Coosa Christian. Look, Lynette is fast and big. But, guys –
Coosa Christian's got a –
Kerryon Johnson, he's –
2,600 yards of all-purpose, 9 interceptions on defense. 2,600. You're not hearing that wrong. Plus 9 interceptions, plus 85 tackles. Come on, man.
85 tackles, 9 picks, 2,600 all-purpose. Now, Lynette's now they're a prominent program. I'm not knocking them at all. They are big and they're fast. They can play with Coosa.
Oh, yeah.
If they beat Coosa, I won't go, holy crap, did you see what happened?
Yeah, what a bust.
That's a terrible. How did Teddy and them go down and let that crap happen?
How do you let Lynette
Come on,
you?
Rush.
You lost to Lynette?
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
You don't get a shirt made that says you really lost to Lynette?
No.
I mean, because they've got guys in the pros.
Yes, yes. Here's another big, strong, fast team. Mars Hill Privates. They will be going 4A next year, and the realignment will be December the 15th. By anybody wants to know, December 15th reclassification will be coming. I'm 80% sure on that.
They're already done with that in Georgia. It's very interesting.
We moved up, didn't we?
Essentially staying with a lot of the same folks, but moved up in the title.
Yeah.
Now, Mars Hill is big, strong, fast. They're going to play the big, strong, fast Bayside Academy. I don't know enough about Bayside to kind of make a honest pick, but I do know Mars Hill very well and Coach Higgins and their strength coach. These guys are
unreal
dogs. Mars Hill's going to be a tough. So I'm thinking 1A, probably the South. 2A, I'm going to go north, Coosa, and 3A, we're going to stay with the north, Mars Hill. So right now the north is we're kicking 2-1. Now Jackson will play Anniston. I love Coach Jackson. I love what he's doing. I've talked to him several times. Anniston does have the speed. They have gained discipline. I love it. I'm excited, super excited for these guys, and I hope that the moment's not too much and they just are excited about going, and Coach Jackson and his staff can get them in the mindset of this is just another game. Mm-hmm. On the other side, Dean, tell them about Jackson.
Well, their quarterback's going to South Carolina. He's got 27 or 2,800 yards of offense. He had 400 yards rushing this year. And they get to the semifinal game. He runs for 215
against St. Michael, which is Philip
Rivers.
Do
what you got to do.
It's Philip Rivers' coach team. Okay, him and his son are
we threw for 150. Enough say their running backs gain 2,300 yards. They get in the semifinals and gain over 600 yards in a ball game.
And he's going to Alabama, by the way.
And he's going to Alabama. He's got over 6,000, and they got a receiver that's been hurt most of the year, but he's come back.
Juicy. He's
like one of the best basketball players in the state, but he's also been all-state in football and just makes these ridiculous catches. And I saw today where they average 420 yards of offense a game. I mean, they just do whatever they want to.
It's going to be a hard game for Anniston. I think they got a lot of speed. They can play with them guys a good bit.
I have no stats on Anson. I know their quarterback and their running back are both very good.
They block well. They're big and fast up front like Jackson,
And Plainview nearly got them.
Yeah, which is Jeremy Pruitt. People know him, coached at Bama. He's up at Plainview helping his dad up there. 5A playoffs. Viger's going to play Moody. I've watched both these teams play. I could flip a coin. This is Alabama and Georgia. I swear it is. They are just loaded. Both teams are loaded.
I would think Viger wins that.
If you made me pick, I probably would go.
I mean, Viger beat Williamson. Williamson was dominant all year, and Viger beats him.
6A. Clay Chalkville playing for their 785th state championship.
I think they'll get their 786th.
A few rounds ago, guys, I went down and watched. Gadsden City play against a team that I can't remember who they played. Jenkins or something. Anyway, they won 40-37, and then the next week, after thinking, man, that Gadsden City team had a ton of talent. Which they did have a DB going to Alabama, I noticed.
Yes. Yeah.
They got ripped by Clay Chalkville that next
year. Clay Chalkville's another level.
It's not close. Coach Danny is one. He's one of the winningest coaches in the state.
Well, the one year there, me and Matt's talked about this. One year they won it, and their 3 wide receivers, their 3rd wide receiver on that team, the slot that they didn't throw too much, plays for Alabama.
Yeah.
2 outside receivers. One of them starts for Texas A&M, and one of them used to start for Tennessee.
Yeah, Squirrel White and all that group.
Squirrel White, and
Mario
Craver,
Bakwa.
I got you.
On one team, Birge.
On one team.
Yeah.
That's like Grayson or Buford type crap. Like what? They can't all play together. That's not fair.
And Clay Chalkville's not a huge community.
No, not really.
It is close to Birmingham, but
that's 6A. And they're going to play Saraland, which is the home of Ryan Williams, Mr. No Show. And Thompson's going to play Opelika. Big. They beat Auburn, dude, 31-28. That surprised me.
Opelika.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, that was a shock.
It's a shocker to me.
And Thompson won by 1. Right?
Yeah, 34-35, which their quarterback, Seaborn, most people know about him. He's going to
Trent.
He signed to Bama. He's going to come hang out next year and play behind Keelan and the Jet Tomlin kid that they got, one of the quarterbacks. So that's high school playoffs. What else have you got, Birge? Anything else you got to put on the table?
Pepperell's on the round, right? Rome.
Well, Rome. Funny enough, you mentioned Rome. Rome is still in the playoffs. Georgia's in the Final Four right now. Rome does not know their Final Four opponent because
they won't let them play.
They won't let the team before play because there was a fight. Mm-hmm. There was like 37 people suspended for a game because of a fight. Well, they filed an injunction. They got it down to 34. And then basically they went to the court and got approval to play, or basically like they have to talk about it later and they could just continue to play. Well, the GHSA says, no, we are postponing that game until there's a decision. So in my opinion, and I talked about it on our show, and I'll make it short and sweet, you go out on the field, you partake in a fight, you're suspended. So you're done. You're done for that game. I don't care who you are. You're done for that game. I don't care if it's Gainesville and you got all the power or whatever.
But wasn't a lot of them breaking it up?
Yeah.
A lot of them just breaking it up.
Yeah. It's during the game. You're not off the bench. You can't come off the bench or you're getting a penalty.
Right.
I mean, they got film of it. They reviewed the footage. They got film on it. I mean, it's everywhere. The way I see it, you either play with what you got left or you forfeit the game and let the other team move on. Because it's not fair.
They're not going to beat that team without those players.
They're not going to beat them with it.
Langston Hughes is good.
They're not going to beat them with them. Yeah.
We're kind of waiting to see, by the way, on.
So they're going to actually punish Langston Hughes there because they're going to end up having to play on Tuesday and turn around and play Friday, right?
There's no guarantee that they play. And we're talking about a major delay on the 5A bracket. They've already told the other teams, be prepared not to play this week in the 5A bracket. I'm telling you, it could linger on and on and on.
They're going to end up turning on Niblett over this.
Well,
I don't know what
think
they're gonna do.
it ain't his fault. Look, with the footage I watched of it, the player had grabbed the other player and pushed him. And when the helmet comes off and you're starting to hit another player, they're going to come on. The kids are going to come out and try to protect their guy. I understand you can't. The rule says not to.
You protect your guy, but you gotta. The consequences have to be there when you do it.
Things are going to happen. So I don't know. I've seen so many fights in football games, and this one has somehow gotten the hands of some lawyers. There must be some big wigs on one of these teams that are trying to push it for the other one to delay the game, because one of them, it's just my opinion. Everything I'm fixing to say right now, it has nothing to do with Northwest Georgia Scoreboard Show. This is
I put that out there the other day when I gave my opinion.
This is all Matt. I'm just saying my viewing of high school football and being in fights and being whatever, tumble housing, and knowing how I don't know none of these people. I'm just giving you an overall macro view that it seems maybe that one team don't feel like they could beat the other one, and they know, and they're trying all they can do to try to delay the game at all odds. Or the other side of the coin could be they're just freaking buttholes, and they're just trying to make a big deal out of nothing because there's just a lot of freaking Karens in the world.
Well, the one team that's favored, the one not doing anything. Yeah. I'm talking about they got all their players.
Which team is getting the players knocked?
Gainesville.
Josh
Niblett's their coach. I said they was going to blame him because he's a coach. They're going to expect him.
But why?
People are going to expect him to just forfeit this after a while. I'm not talking about Gainesville people. I'm talking about the Langston Hughes people and all the other.
That ain't right. That's not right to the kids. Just let them play the damn game. What does it matter?
Well, they're not going to let them do that.
That is not going to happen. I'll tell you that. They're not going to let them play.
Just do what's right by the kids and let them play. Suspend the coaches then.
Well, they're not going to suspend the coaches either. They didn't come off the sideline.
But I don't care. Just do what's right by the kids and let them play.
Well, we're talking about the Simon, no offense, Birge, but they were tying state championships about 15 years ago. They're not going to let those kids play.
No.
If that's their rule.
Now, if there was good film on this game, I did see. Surely you can pick out the ones that threw punches.
Yes, I agree that you might ought to break it down some more.
Just grab.
There was initially like 37, and I think there was 4 that they took off the list after reviewing film.
Could you not review and break that down to about 15?
Is there no way that we're talking about there was 36 kids or so throwing punches. Swinging?
I don't know. It goes along with throwing punches, swinging, or coming off the bench.
Well, that's not. So none of the other kids on the other side. Did I miss that part of the video? And none of the kids on the other side come off.
They're out.
That team got beat.
Yeah,
they will serve a 1-game suspension. Yeah.
Which I think that's stupid too.
Well, you got right now though.
You hit a guy last game, you're out the half. You have to sit out the half the next game. That's stupid.
I've seen it happen. Football to basketball. I've seen it.
Oh yeah. Bench clearers. That's what they call it.
If guys are not, if they're not swinging on somebody, who really gives a crap? And some of it, can we just? And like I said, maybe some of it's just some people are just being Karens and they're trying to push it because maybe they don't like Niblett. I don't know because he's
not well liked.
But he knows how to win.
Well, that's up for he wins. But does he do it within the rules? That's not real.
Well, I mean, people don't like Rush neither. A lot of them don't. But he won. My God, the trophy case is full.
I'm gonna stay away from that.
But the trophy cases are full.
They are,
and that's what brings butts to seats is wins. So I just want me personally. I just want them. I don't know anybody in this situation. All I hope for at the end of it is I hope that they do what's right by the kids and let them. Whoever they got trouble, let them play. If some of them's out there swinging punches, then they don't need to play. That's fine. And you just have to not have you guys.
Now I don't know nothing about Niblett except what they said, but whatever has happened in the past with Niblett doesn't have nothing to do with these.
Right now, man, because it's the Lane Kiffin thing. Ole Miss players are getting punished, because they're losing their coach.
Right.
The committee shouldn't drop them Tuesday. They're going to put them in 12. They're out. Why? That's not right.
Yeah.
So,
and these ain't even men like college. These are kids.
Yeah.
This is not college. So when you address college players, don't say kids, audience. Don't do that to me. I can't believe this Alabama guy up here cussing out this kid, Pavia, the quarterback at Vanderbilt. He's a kid. Don't you know? I'm like, he's 24. He's got $18 million in the bank. Shut up. He's not a kid.
Nobody treated us like that when we were 24.
Oh, no. When I was 16, I got grabbed up by a guy I was hunting close to his house. By God, he come out there in the yard and told me who I think I am.
Oh, I had a guy.
You don't be. I'm 16. He was 30.
17. I'll stomp you all over.
Yeah.
The place,
and you know who it is. I ain't going to tell you, but you know who and when he's passed on now. And when I told you who, you'll go, oh, of course. And I liked him. I still liked him. And I did when he passed away. And he was that's how we were treated.
Yes. But now.
Oh, God. If you say something to a kid.
To a 22-year-old.
Let me. Go ahead.
Oh, I mean, don't you think this is just a contest between GHSA and the courts now?
Yep,
that's
exactly what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you think some of it's aimed at Niblet.
They were going to let them play, but last week Gainesville field on an injunction. Okay, yeah, Birge is telling us that court and judge ruled in favor of Gainesville to allow the players to play and not be suspended, but GHS filed injunction. See that? So. Birge went over that. Hey, Clint, how you doing, brother? He's over that way. He helps.
Or they're just like, no, this court ain't going to decide for us. That's what they've said.
Terrible called Iron Bowl. I mean, just freaking terrible. I'm so sick of Alabama. Everything we've lost at Auburn is because of the refs. 6 years straight we've lost this game. We've lost game after game. We've never made a bad hire. Oh. We have never made a bad hire. Everything we've done here at Auburn's great, and the refs have cost us.
So while you're having your tantrum there, I want to give a couple more call outs.
We're just letting all the Auburn fans know what you sound like. That's what it sounds like to be an Auburn fan. So don't do it. You just didn't play good enough. It just didn't work out for you, and it come down to a late play. The defense missed it, and Ty throwed a good pass, and that was it.
Yeah. So we do have 5 teams from our Northwest Georgia viewing area left in the playoffs. Starting down at the bottom, A Division I, Bowden is on the road at Clinch County. Bowden has dominated through the playoffs. They have that number 1 tight end. He's going to Georgia. He just caught his 50th touchdown pass last year,
right?
No, not for the
career. That's for the night.
Anyway, these guys put up now. It wouldn't shock me.
27 touchdowns.
So Bowden at Clinch County, and then Lincoln and Early is left on the other side. If you know anything about small school Georgia football, all those teams are heavyweights. Down in Division I, Heard County and Pepperell are both left playing. Heard County is hosting Toombs County, which is that's a big time matchup there. Heard kicked a field goal to win last week to beat Fitzgerald 39-38.
39-38.
Yeah. Pepperell, which hasn't been this far in the playoffs in 26 years, will be on the road at Worth County. I know Rusty Manziel is happy about that. He's a Pepperell grad. I believe Rusty played on their last championship team.
Their quarterback's really doing well, isn't he?
Absolutely, doing well. A lot of passing yards and doesn't have a whole lot of offers from what I understand.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And then moving on up to the big boys, we just talked about Rome. Rome will either be at Langston Hughes, which is the team that's playing Gainesville, or they will host Gainesville if Gainesville pulls it out whenever they play. And on the other side of the bracket, you have a Thomas County Central team that looks destined for a championship. Just be honest with you, they look just insane. They are loaded.
Where Charlie Ward played.
I don't know the answer to that, but I wouldn't.
He might have played at Thomasville.
Possible.
Which is in the same county.
And then you go to the big boys, which I think a couple comments have talked about already. Carrollton beat the number 1 team in the nation last week, Grayson, 34-14. Carrollton.
They were number. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
They were number 1 in the nation.
Grayson was number 1 in the nation, and Carrollton, I believe, was in the top 10, but beat them 34-14. Carrollton has North Gwinnett at home this week, and they say if they make a run and win this title, they'll have to beat either Valdosta or Buford on the other side. They could end up being the Max Preps national championship team. So I don't know if that's what
Carrollton will.
Carrollton, if they went out, they said they could very easily be the Max
Are they
Preps.
6A or 7A? 7?
It is currently 6A. It will become 7A next year when they go back to 7 classes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
So you got Carrollton, North Gwinnett, Valdosta, and Buford. Buford College down there in the bottom right of the bracket.
How many players play at Carrollton?
Like how many is on their roster?
Yeah.
Oh man.
80?
No, I'd probably say more than that. I don't know. Let's see here.
Well, Brian Knapp's daddy used to coach there, and he said it's always been like that.
Yeah.
Carrollton's not even a huge town, is it? I mean, it's on 27. What size is Carrollton? I mean,
I could tell you that the county had 5 teams into the Elite Eight this year, and still have 1, 2. They have 3 teams in the Final Four. So, and different
27,000 population at Carrollton.
Just about
that's the same as Chattooga County.
It's not as, it's the same as Chattooga County.
Yeah,
and you got those kind of athletes there. Nobody ever comes in there to play, though, do they?
Yeah,
I'm talking about from another school.
No, I don't know. Maybe not.
But still, I mean, a lot of those guys are from there.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of local guys. There's a lot that play in local districts around that move to that area.
Right. But that's just a talented part of the state.
Absolutely. The roster shows 88 players for Carrollton, by the way.
Nobody plays both ways.
You would have to be extremely talented. They have a kid that's going to West Georgia. That's their running back. That he's just a thunder and lightning type of guy. He's got good speed. Maybe not. He's not a 4.3, 4.4 guy, but he can roll plenty fast enough. And he's built. Cam Wood. They have Ryan Montgomery. I'm not sure where he's going. I know he's a receiver out there on the outside that's going to be a good player. And then that quarterback is young and he can sling it. So they're loaded.
The bad part. Carrollton's best running back didn't play this year.
Oh, really?
No, he got arrested.
That doesn't surprise me.
He was mixed up in that deal.
Yeah, I do remember something about that.
Yeah, he was a stud now. But, I mean, it's hard to believe they've done that well, and they've got players missing.
I mean, they got D1 talent running all over the field out there. It's going to Bama and Auburn, Georgia, Colorado's, LSU's, and all that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't take me long to get to a team out of that area or players out of that area. The number 6 overall player out of Carroll County is Caden Prothrow. The number 6 overall player out of the state of Georgia is from that county.
Right.
Caden Prothrow, 6'6", 210. You roll down just a little bit further.
Hey, Robert, hang on, time out. Robert Poole. You see the little exit button? There's a little arrow you can click up in the top left of the screen. That'll close the app, and you can find your way out. If you don't like whatever it is, bro, it's just like being in a 4-lane, son. Hit the other lane. Have a great day to you.
What'd he do?
He just says, you got 7 people watching. My view says we got 240 people watching. So maybe you can't read or, maybe you're nearsighted or something. So we got 7 viewers on, dude. Y'all ain't all that. Hey, great. If we ain't all that, then why the hell you on here watching? Obviously, you ain't neither. So appreciate you viewing, brother. You have a great day. Hang in there with us and watch the show or not. Exit stage left.
And I know you probably heard the name Jonez Walton. He's a running back from Central that's headed to Notre Dame. I was hoping to get him at Georgia, but it did not happen.
Where's he going?
He's going to Notre Dame. 5'10", 205, 4-star guy. number 11 overall at running back. Anyway.
Wow. And Central Carrollton, then aren't they still in it?
Central lost last week.
Okay.
Yep. Central took the L last week.
Exit stage left there, homie.
I know
you
that.
can hit the same door the other left. That's just fine with me.
We got some people being sporty.
Yeah, it's part of growing and part of the growth. And if you think, I ain't got but 2 people watching, but you're one of them. So if the show's bad, I guess, then you're stupid for watching a bad show. I mean,
that's what always kills me when.
I guess hamburger sucks. It's I said the worst hamburger I've ever had. Shut up, stupid.
I remember a few years ago, I said, what y'all think about Model? I was talking to some kids. They suck. I'm like, they just beat us, dude. So we can't really say they suck.
If you say they suck and then
we
just
just
beat
lost
you,
to them.
Then you really
suck.
suck.
They're great.
Yeah.
They're great. They're the best team you've ever seen. Don't go out here telling people that Model sucks. Then they asked, how'd you do? Well, we lost. Okay.
The biggest thing about that is, that's a bunch of kids you're representing. So,
yeah, we can move people we can just block them out of the chat too. When you start aggravating and being contagious with my people that are in the chat, you can be blocked for that because I really don't care. You can argue with me. I like to have a good time, and I like
calling us fat on there. I didn't like that.
Well, that's funny. I don't care. I'm fat, but you're ugly, and you can't do nothing about being ugly and stupid because you'll always be ugly. And you'll always be stupid and your mama dresses funny. I can lose weight, but dumb as shit's just dumb as shit. And that's just how it is.
Well, you always going to get that.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. It's fun to me. It's funny. It's what makes YouTube fun because you get to argue and go on with people. I'm laughing. It's fun to me, but like to say something to Jeff or something, no, I'm not putting up with that because he's our number one OG.
Yeah.
You ain't got to tell Jeff, something. No. You don't need to be over here saying Jeff say whatever he wants to. He's just talking about football. If you don't like it, dude, bro, hit the other lane.
Yeah, he was mentioning Cam Wood, who I brought up. So
yeah. Just you got to read the room. People in comment sections, you just have to learn to read the room. And sometimes things are going fast on comments, and you can't get to all of them. And I missed some here or there. So and everybody hanging around. We got 243 people in the room. Thank you all for hanging around and. We enjoy it. We just want to, it's just locker room sports and Northwest Georgia scoreboard. And we're just shooting the breeze about football. You don't need all that other animated stuff about things that don't have nothing to do with the show. It's funny and that's fine. And they're probably 12-year-old sixth graders. I mean, they are. They're just kids on Facebook being on YouTube, just being funny. And that's fine. It's just being funny, but just, and ain't nobody had no bad language or nothing like that. So it is all good. What up, Aaron?
Oh, Aaron's a good one.
See, we can be funny. He says, we got tats of a high school girl. Hey, that's funny. If that makes you feel good and it makes you laugh, bro, if it makes you laugh and feel good for the day, that's hilarious.
Tats of a what? Yeah, no, we don't want to see it.
Yeah, but it ain't got nothing to do with show. When you're not bringing anything to it just shows low IQ when you can't bring anything to the conversation and all you can do is just like, hey, we're talking about.
Why even take the time if you can't?
We're talking about football here. The walls are white. It's like middle school.
Yeah,
Dean's around it every day, and I've taught middle school, and they're just immature, and that's fine. That's fine.
Hey, I got in.
Go ahead.
The worst I've ever been talked to in my life, Benton, was I got in a fan group on Facebook one time and posted a picture of Carson Beck saying he transferred to Alabama. I've never been talked to worse in my life. You idiot, you piece of trash. I mean, it was awful. I had to get out of the group.
Yeah, so we can add to the conversation, or we can talk about views or something. I mean, Ethan, you're a real conversation. It's got to be high. The IQ level's got to be so high. If you can literally bring nothing to a conversation, and we're talking about football, like, bro, would you like to give your opinion about the top 25, Ethan? Is there any team on here that you think is out of just and is ranked too high? Or would you like to add to the conversation about some of the conference championship games? Who's your winners? Do you like Georgia, Alabama? What do you think one of those win? It's an adult conversation. I know, it goes over some people's heads. I get it, man. Birge, some people just can't lock in and be part of the conversation because it's just low IQ, man. You can't add nothing to the conversation to just, Yeah. See, this is, and then you continue. I think your body mass index is too high. I got a lot of things I could say.
Who said that?
It's just some jackass in Facebook. It's funny, but would you like to add to the conversation?
No, they just want to get on here
and troll.
Yeah.
Because he's 12. He's probably some 12-year-old kid having fun. And me acknowledging him is doing nothing but making it worse.
Yeah.
So anyway, for the show tonight, we've been through all the coaching hires. We like the idea of, I guess Golish is he's what Auburn kind of had to wind up with, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there wasn't
a lot
left.
They really wanted Dillingham. Really. That's who they were kind of looking to get. I get it. And they wound up with Golish. Hey, he's a tough Russian guy. He may be the kind of guy that they need to really toughen Auburn back up to get them into, playing. Get them in their playing shape again. Lane Kiffin going LSU. Look, man, I was a Kiffin fan because I kind of thought he was waiting on the Bama job. But they hired the board. I heard that Lane didn't even get a call.
That's what I heard.
See, and I think he may have got his feelings hurt about, not getting called Alabama Birge. So will he be successful at LSU? Well, he's been pretty successful everywhere he's been. I think Lane's successful because he has understood this, and he said this the SEC media days, I think 2 years ago. NIL money is used to keep good high school talent so you can develop them and have them for 2 or 3 years. That's how you win. This portal stuff is to fill in spots in teams where you don't, where it don't kind of fit in. Or you may just need an extra offensive lineman. Maybe you only got one right guard. You definitely need two. You better have 2 or 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think Lane's figured that out.
Right.
I think he's good at that because he's been to the pros. Man, remember he was a head coach at the Raiders.
He was the head coach. They fired him on the tarmac
way back in the day. So Kiffin's been around a long time. An Arkansas hire, yeah, I guess they got a mess. They're going to have to try to go back to the drawing board and figure it out. So those are the coaching hires. We broke down the Iron Bowl. We talked about it. Texas A&M. It was also a good game. We talked about Michigan State. I think we've kind of covered it all. We even went through some high school ball here, and we also went through some over in Georgia. So
I'm just reading something.
Lane's going to get $35 million portal money. Wow.
Betting some guy here said he'd like to tickle you.
Yeah.
He wants to tickle.
It's funny.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw it. I can see all their stupidness.
Look, it's got to be some of these Georgia people's flooded in.
I mean, we don't have anybody like that says anything on our show. So
you think it's over here then?
No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying somebody's coming out here trolling. I think they're creating multiple things or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
What does Brian Kelly?
And that's a good question. Where does he land?
Yeah. Thank you for being part of the show, Mark. Does he want to coach?
He may not after this deal.
I mean, he does have a bunch of money now. They did pay it out, Birge.
He's won 200 ball games too. He might end up going somewhere else that's not open yet. There's going to be more jobs open. I mean, we're foolish to think that's over with. Somebody else is going to leave or get fired or whatever.
He don't think that Kiffin would have been a candidate for the Bama job simply. Well, we do remember that, Saban fired him, remember?
Mm-hmm.
He was trying to do 2 things at once. He's like, you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And he's like, no, you're done here, buddy. You can go on down there and coach. And Yeah, Aaron don't think that he was afraid to have to go and pick them up at the strip club again. Dabo probably signed with Daboll, Brian Daboll.
Yeah, he's New York Giants coach.
Think he'll take Penn State jobs. What he's saying.
I could see that definitely.
I don't know who else.
I had not heard that. That's interesting.
Yeah, who else would be a?
I don't know. It'd probably have to be a pro guy or Kelly one, or a great assistant somewhere. You know. But I've not heard any names. I've not heard much about Penn State lately.
What about somebody like you don't hear a whole lot about him, but like Jim Mora Jr. or something like that would have given another shot.
Who?
Jim Mora Jr.
I know that name. Where's he at?
The Saints coach.
He was at. I think it was in Atlanta a while back, and then he went to UCLA for a little bit.
Did they see it, Ohio?
I don't know what he is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Jim Mora.
I heard his name not too long ago mentioned in
He's the offensive coach at Ohio State, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that would be Penn State's kind of laid low in all this, hadn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, you don't hear a lot of talk about them, or you don't hear.
Jeff says that he signed with Colorado State already. I didn't know that. I didn't hear that.
No, I didn't know.
Jim Mora Jr.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Playoffs. What? But we only got. I mean,
Jim Mora died, didn't he?
We only got one person watching, so I mean, this guy says we need to get off here. So, which they don't. We have. Ben has 240 people on from Northwest Georgia on his Twitter page because they have a lot of people watch on Twitter.
Let's see.
Bring back Coach O. I mean, I know, man, that he was kind of fun.
Who?
Coach Orgeron. I mean, look, man, when you got to say, when him and Mike Leach, after the games, come down, and you knew they was going to do the interview after the game, I couldn't wait to hear Coach Orgeron's interview.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Coach, you got the game win tonight. Your defense tightened up there. Tell you what, they just got it done, and I'm so proud of Joe and them. They went out there and got it and go talk. It was in. He's going to say something wild. It's like Coach Leach. Well, when I was reading a book on the back porch the other day, I had an epiphany watching a squirrel crack a nut. What is he talking about? We just asked him a question about his quarterback, and he would go into.
Yeah.
He did. He would. It's super interesting. May he rest in peace.
Jim Mora is still living, actually. Jim Mora is 90 years old.
90?
So his son is probably 60.
61, actually. I looked it up.
And he was where at?
Jim Mora Jr. has been with Atlanta Falcons as a head coach, and he was also a head coach at the UCLA Bruins.
I'm thinking Brian freaking Hartline.
He's OC, right?
Yeah, he's OC at Ohio State.
He may be the head coach one day. Think Penn State ought to go for him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Couldn't it?
Well, their DC was the guy. What's his name that coached at he was at the. Wasn't he the one with the Giants? Matt Patricia.
Mm-hmm. Yes. He's a good one.
Yeah. Obviously, their defense is.
Oh, they're lights out.
Yeah.
163 yards.
They got Caleb Downs, that kind of helps a lot. Urban Meyer. Oh, he did say, I heard about Mark brought does Urban Meyer. I don't think so. I personally don't. I don't think he's looking to come back and coach. Yeah.
No, he's probably continue.
I heard that Summerall talked to Urban.
No, really?
Before he took the Florida job. Whatever that's worth. So Penn State may be looking to get Hartline, OC from Ohio State.
Wow. I mean, that'd be a good hire, I think.
Guys, there's going to be a lot of breaking news through the week. Holy crap. I mean, there's going to be announcements through the week. So keep your eye on the page. I'll be back on Tuesday night with the bracket talk and stuff. Mark, Jeff, y'all come back and hang out. Ben, he's usually on here too. And Birge, if you're free, jump in here and we'll talk about the bracket, what they're going to do Tuesday night. It kind of usually goes by the AP poll, sort of, a little bit. They kind of base theirs off that approximately. I don't look for no big changes. I would assume that. What are we going to assume, Birge, that A&M comes out and then Tech goes in at 4 and Georgia goes to 3, or?
I think so. I mean, with no other big changes. I mean, I think that's probably what happens there. My only question is, how far down does A&M drop?
Right.
Well, that'd be one loss. So I would say 5, and but who's going to come in then? That'd put Texas Tech in, right?
I'm looking right here at the ranking just to see who was there. See, I'm going to see the college football playoff ranking. I don't care about.
Well, they show you Canadian football stuff.
No, they show me the AP. Let me. Let's see.
What?
So right now, going into this week, A&M, sitting there at 3. They should go down. Georgia moved to 3, A&M to 4. The question is, do they stay ahead of an Oregon or an Ole Miss team with one loss?
I don't think they should. I mean, Ole Miss lost to Georgia, who's number 3. And Oregon lost to number 2. I don't think A&M should be ahead of either one of them.
So you're saying you think A&M should drop to 7?
6. Wouldn't that put them 6th?
No, that would if you put Georgia 3, Texas Tech 4, Oregon 5, Ole Miss 6, A&M 7.
I put Texas Tech 7, A&M 6th. That's just me.
Currently, Texas Tech is above Ole Miss and Oregon, sitting at 5. So I don't think they're going to go down.
No, I don't either. How'd they do this weekend? I mean, they won bad, didn't they?
Who?
Texas Tech.
Oh.
See, Ole Miss and them, they won. I honestly, I think they go down. I think Georgia jumps them and Texas Tech jumps them. They may be at 5. They may go from 3 to 5 and still be ahead of Oregon.
I don't know. I mean, I don't guess I can really argue against it.
But they did lose to the number 16 ranked team. So
who?
I don't know. No, talking about A&M losing to number 16 ranked Texas.
And who did? I don't think the team who beat Texas Tech, Arizona.
Arizona State.
Arizona or Arizona State beat them. Arizona State.
Yeah, it was one of those not so good teams.
No, see that I think that ought to come into play. I'm sorry, I don't.
It was Arizona State, yeah, and they were ranked. They're ranked 20 right now.
Arizona State still ranked 20.
Correct.
Huh?
Oh, I thought they dropped out after Arizona beat them.
No, they're 8-4, 5-2 in the conference, and ranked number 20 coming in.
Oh, in the CFP stuff, right?
Yeah, but it looks like they just lost to Arizona. So,
They did.
Yeah, so they'll drop. They probably drop out of the top 25.
No, I don't think. I think Texas Tech got to be 7.
I can get on board with that. The Big Ten and the SEC team jumping them.
You got to look who's beat these teams, and I mean, who's beat Oregon, Indiana,
Well, what's
who's
their
beat Georgia, Alabama. I mean, Arizona State's not ranked. I'm not saying they're not a good team.
those strength of schedule things do matter. Like Arizona State is their only loss, right?
Right.
And Arizona State has lost to Mississippi State, Utah, and Houston, and they just lost to Arizona. Bad.
They're 8-4.
Yeah, they're 8-4, 6-3 in the conference. Texas Tech leads the conference under BYU, which they're both 8-1 in conference, 11-1 both overall.
Texas Tech strength of schedule is 59.
But they don't care about that,
Yeah, see, that ought to matter.
and they don't.
I'm not saying Texas Tech shouldn't be ranked. I'm just saying they shouldn't be ranked over A&M and Ole Miss and Oregon.
Losses only matter to the committee. They say we're watching the games. It's an eye test. They're keeping up with losses, and Alabama's lost to Florida State. It is bad. It's one of the worst ones on there. But
A&M,
it's kind of embarrassing to Georgia, because basically the committee's saying they don't value Georgia. Really, Georgia, it just ain't like, and they're like, well, it's just the same thing that happens every year. Alabama just beats Georgia. Well, that's not fair. I think Georgia was 33-0 at home, and I think Alabama went over there and beat them. That's not fair to Georgia. It's just kind of saying that, well, it just happens. Alabama always beats them. Well, that's not right for Georgia then.
Well, I mean, yeah, because you don't know what's going to happen.
Their home record was important until Alabama beat them. And then it's like, well, I guess it really don't matter. Alabama always beats them. But by God, if Alabama loses a damn game, well, wow, Georgia just smothers Bama at home. I mean, F this, man. This is Nick Saban's gone, and you Alabama fans, y'all might as well just get ready for it, because this is just how it's going to be. It's just how it's going to be.
Texas A&M is the 15th strength of schedule. Oregon is 16, and Ole Miss, for some reason, it's 40.
40.
Why?
I ain't played nobody.
Heck,
Same
they
thing.
beat Oklahoma, and
But
they
compared to the other schedules,
beat,
you got Georgia State, Kentucky, Arkansas, which is low, Tulane, LSU, Washington State, Georgia, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Citadel, Florida, and Mississippi State.
Oh, okay, I got you. So it's turned
I mean,
out
really-
to be 40. It looked good at first, but it hadn't ended up that way.
But you got to think. So what is I'm saying? What was Bama's best win? It's Georgia. Well, what's Ole Miss's best win? Oklahoma.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
That's the only win they got.
Oklahoma and Tulane.
I mean, the best win. The
Yeah,
best
yeah,
win
I
of
mean,
the
yeah.
year is by Texas, and the second best win is Alabama over Georgia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the third best win of the year will be Georgia beating Alabama 26-16. The dogs is going to come in there with a hobnail boot and step all over the
Well, I
board.
guarantee you it's close.
The
no
board's
matter
going to
what.
get fired. He won't even make it back to Tuscaloosa. We're running his ass off. I'm sick of this guy here trying to act like he's tough. He's like one of your buddies you had in church class that just wanted to be tough but couldn't do nothing. Roll Tide, and I just can't take it no more. We got to get this pansy out of this tide. I'm sick of it.
Well, there's your Penn State coach.
The board of Penn State. I'll help you, Pat. Alabama fans are the wildest,
Hey, he is playing for
overconfident, just by God, if you don't lose a game.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
fired. I'm
on.
sick of this. He's soft. He don't know what it's like to coach in the SEC. He don't know nothing. I'm sick of this guy being around. He's fake. He comes out slapping on the goalpost like he's really fired up about something. He's a fake.
So let me read y'all.
Yeah.
It's a little fun exercise. Let me read y'all the top 10 strength of schedule.
I can't exercise now. I'm too fat. Remember the comments.
Yeah, we're fat.
I'm fat. I can't.
Number one strength of schedule this year, the Wisconsin Badgers.
Mm-hmm.
Big Ten, number one strength of schedule. Number 2, Florida Gators. Number 3, Purdue. Number 4, UCLA. Number 5, Arkansas. Number 6, LSU. Number 7, South Carolina. number 8, Texas, number 9, Kentucky, and number 10, Auburn. Alabama, Oklahoma, and Mississippi State are following at 11, 12, and 13.
Well, that's going to help Texas's argument. We had the 8th toughest schedule in the country, and we went 9-3.
Yeah. It ain't going to matter what the argument is, though. If they don't get into the conversation, they're not going to have a spot. There's not going to be a spot.
There's not going to be a spot for them. There's no way there's going to be a spot for them.
No,
especially with 2 losses. You got Vandy, Oklahoma with 2 losses. You got Miami with 2 losses. I don't even know why they're still talking about Texas.
I mean, I'm telling you right now, the last team that's going to make it in is going to be that 10 spot. 11 and 12 is spoke for. It's going to be those conference champs.
Bama's got to win.
Yeah, Bama's got to win because I'm not. I don't know. I don't think they would eliminate Bama unless BYU was to beat, Texas Tech. And then that 10 seed is done because they're going to eat up another spot because they're not going to take Texas Tech, with one loss
last year.
Yeah, they're not going to.
And they had to beat Bama out so Clemson could have a spot.
The good thing is, though, Texas Tech's going to wear BYU out, so it don't matter.
I think so, too. They did last time.
Yeah, I think they will.
Pretty good, too.
Yeah, I'm hoping to see like a Texas Tech Oregon. I'd love to see that. That'd be a good, interesting matchup there.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, 2 good young coaches.
Be a good coaching game. Any basketball, Dean?
Yeah, I help with the JV, the varsity JV. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cash Allen at the high school. Cash Allen's the head coach, and I help him. Well, we help with the varsity, but I end up helping more with the JV.
I got you.
But you remember Chaz Thomas?
I do remember Chaz.
D and Chaz help with the varsity. I mean, I chart plays and stuff on the varsity, but I mostly just help Cash. Or I chart consistency, whatever, What do you call them? Tendencies.
Yeah. I don't want to get too deep because I know this ain't a basketball page, but who are the point guards? Who's the ball handlers?
Etchison. Hayden Fletcher.
I just feel like I see DJ bringing the ball down the court all the time, and he just looks gassed at times.
Yeah, well, he's just, he's very talented.
I agree, but he reminds me of a guy that should come off the screen, be an off-ball player, not somebody that.
And when I say this, I'm complimenting. He's a weird talent because he can do everything. He can play in the post, he can play point, he can be a shooting guard. I mean, if somebody don't take a chance on DJ, I don't know what they're looking at.
Is he a senior this year?
He's a senior. I mean, he can fill it up. He can handle the ball. He's not very fast, but he's huge. He's huge.
He's fast enough.
He's fast enough, and he can shoot outside. He can score all day inside. How many points have you seen him get by getting his own rebound and putting it back up?
Yeah, I've seen him go for 31 down in Excel. Excel had some big boys too.
They did. They had a good squad. And
I'll probably come check them out Tuesday. I ain't watched them live. I watched it on.
Well, I'm not going to lie. And they know the truth. They didn't play very well against Kahala. Kahala slows the game down.
Yeah, half court offense is
not really.
Early in the year, it's not us for sure.
Their forte. But, yeah, Etchison's good. But, we were out Brock against
Kahala.
And that didn't help because he's a high energy guy.
Extremely high energy.
Of course, they've got Coy. They got Coy. And there's a freshman that's come on the scene that's going to be real good. Trey Lester. He had 10 against Kahala.
I'll tell you what, a couple of years ago, man, I went and watched
he's special.
I don't know if it was 12U or middle school or something, but man, they were just scoring 80 points a game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's some and they've got a lot of good talent coming too. So the future's bright there.
What else we got?
I believe that's it, isn't it?
Let's wrap it up. We'll see y'all
Let's go eat a hamburger. I mean, I really am going to eat a hamburger.
Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Central Time. Thank you all very much for coming by and hanging out. Mark and Jeff, all our original OGs. Everybody that come by the page that was new to the page, come back by and hang out when you want to talk football. We'll be here for Locker Room Sports, and you find Bit and Birge anywhere. Just type it in on Google, Northwest Georgia Scoreboard Show. I got a big following over there on Twitter. It's at B Birge. Find him over there on Twitter and Northwest Georgia Scoreboard Show stuff. They're on all during the week. Playoffs coming. You can find them anywhere you need to find high school football for Georgia. And he comes over here and talks college ball with us. So we appreciate you, Birge. You have a good week tomorrow, and don't work too hard.
Be good, man.
Everybody grab a coat in the morning.
No, it's gonna be bad.
Pretty much most
wet and cold, right?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
It's gonna be a good day to be inside, not being a roofer.
Ooh, you don't want to be a roofer tomorrow, huh?
No.
Let's go put up a roof somewhere. Come on, let's see if we can handle it.
All right, guys. Appreciate y'all. Keep your heads clear and your hearts full of God, and we'll catch you all Tuesday night here for Big Talk Tuesday. We'll go over this bracket and see where everything fizzles out.
Sounds good.
See y'all. Peace.